Boom. So for those who don't know me, I go by George Millionaire McCoy. I'm one of the chairman leaders here with Retired Rich. And guys, all I can say is what a time to be alive. First off, we're part of a phenomenal company. I Am Mastery Academy. It's October 2019. I believe it's like the 16th. Yes, it's the 16th, October 16th, 2019. And I'm saying that because this recording may be used over and over and over again throughout our organization, because I'm really about to come with a lot of sauce for you guys. This is not going to be a 30-minute call. All right. This is not going to be an hour call. This is going to be one of those calls that probably be like an hour plus. All right. I know I haven't done one of these calls in a minute. And honestly, I know it's other calls going on Wednesdays, and I actually do presentations in my home on Wednesdays. So I'm sacrificing the presentation. I got leaders upstairs that's handling it. So in the future, we'll be doing calls like this more on Thursdays. All right. So we're gonna transfer these calls to Thursdays, because I believe Thursdays is a more open day. Wednesdays is a little bit busy for some people. But I'm gonna go over pretty much everything that you can expect to do pretty much at every position within this company. All right, so when I say what a time to be alive, we're part of an amazing company. I Am Mastery Academy. All right, we also have amazing leadership, not just the corporate leadership, right? We know about the David E. Monites. We know about the Alex Mortons. All right, we know about, the Chris Terrys. All right, we have amazing corporate leadership, Jason Brown, right? But we also got phenomenal in-house leadership. And I'm talking about the one and only Riyad Jones. I want you guys to drop some fire in the chat box if you ever got any type of value from my brother, one of my best friends, my mentor and my business partner, Mr. Riyad Jones. He's a prophet, guys. He's definitely not from this planet. Just to see, how I met him about a little bit over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and to see where he's at now. This guy is definitely a prophet. He has a keen ability of seeing things before it happens. And he's seen, about a year ago, October 2018, this bamboo season that we're all experiencing right now. You got people who was, customers that's P600s now. We got people that were P600s that are P2000s now. We got people that was P2000s that's chairmen, right? Me included, right? So we got a lot of stuff going on, and Riyad put a vision out for 20 chairmen, a part of our particular organization, and it's crazy, 20 chairmen by February 20th, 2020. So 2/20/2020, 20 chairmen. 2/20/2020, 20 chairmen. So that's the first thing that I really want you to write down on your notes. 2/20/2020, 20 chairmen. All right. My mentor, David E. Monite, when we're talking about manifesting, we're talking about creating things from the supernatural. It's like a spell. It's like a recipe. When you're making cookies, chocolate chip cookies, you can't get the end result of a chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips, right? The cookie's not going to come out right if you don't put the right amount of sugar in it. You can't leave certain parts out. So when he said, start with the beginning, start with the end in mind, begin with the end in mind, that's highly important. So I'm going to start this call off with the end in mind, all right? And the end result, not forever, right? But the end result is 20 chairmen by 2/20/2020, all right? So with that being said, I want to cover real quick. I hate that it's only my head showing. Let me see. Oh, boom. I ain't know I can do that. It's lit. All right, so I'm going to cover a few things, guys. Just from every position, starting off with somebody that's a new customer, then going to somebody who's a P150, then going to somebody who's a P600, then going to somebody who is a P1000 looking to get to the next level. Then somebody that's a P2000 and up, all right? And even if you're a P2000 and up, even if you're a P1000, when I'm talking about, you know, what to do as a customer, what to do as a P150, what to do as a P600, you want to take notes on this as well, because this is what you want to eventually start teaching to your team, or at least taking, you know, bits and parts out of what I'm going to talk about so you can share with your teams. All right. And guys, this is not a private call. If you got, you know, people that's on your team, get them on the call. I know we got some people that's not Retire Rich. I know we got some people that's not even Trade Nation. I actually posted it on Instagram, and I eventually posted it with the link. So this is for anybody that's a part of I Am Mastery. I just want to give out value, guys. I want to see everybody win. I don't care if you're on our team. I don't care if it doesn't benefit me. I don't see upline, downline, none of that. It's enough for everybody to win, right? I just want to give out a lot of value because I know, you know, what that's going to do in return. So let's start from the beginning, guys. Let's start from the beginning. So as a brand new customer, somebody who just got started, all right, you're not 2 and free. You're not a P150. You might have just got started, or you might have, you know, been in for a while and you haven't put nobody in yet. All right. If that's you right now, you're not a P150, you're not 2 and free. I want you to drop some 111s in the chat box so we can see how many customers we got on the call right now. Drop some 111s if you're brand new, or if you've been in for a while and you just haven't, you know, ranked up yet. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. All right, let's get it. So the first thing I always tell new customers to do, because you're not just a customer at this point. If you're on this call and you're taking notes on this, you're not a customer. You're a new business. You're a new business partner. You're a new business owner. You're a new IBO. All right, this is not a trading call. We're not getting into the student talk. We'll have that tomorrow. All right, if you're a trader, you're looking for some trading sauce, I ain't got nothing for you right now. All right, we're doing that tomorrow. But for the people on the call that it's like, okay, I'm a new IBO. I'm looking to build the business at a high level, and I want to know what to do. I don't want to. Oh, I'm sorry, we got a trading call tonight. Pardon me. I don't want to, you know, come in half stepping. I don't want to come in guessing. What is it that I need to do? The very first thing is begin with the end in mind. All right? Begin with the end in mind. Now, the end in mind for me is 20 chairmen. All right? I know out of the 20 chairmen in Retire Rich, all 20 of them is not going to be particularly in my organization. But I know for sure at least 10 of them are. All right? I know I'm coming with at least half of it. All right, because I make up about 40 to 50% of what's going on, you know, within the org. So you got to think about the end in mind for you. So what do I mean? First thing you want to do is figure out what's the dream. Write that down. You want to figure out what's the dream. What is the dream? Where do you see yourself being a part of this organization, you know, years from now, months from now, or whatever the case may be? Right? I'm saying a dream because we're not going to put a date on it just yet. All right? What is the dream? All right? You may not even know how the ranks work. So the first thing you want to do is go to this website. I'm about to give you the name of the website. It's called imlpresentation.com. imlpresentation.com. All right. Now on that website, if somebody can drop it in the chat box, that will be awesome. Perfect. Appreciate you, Josh. imlpresentation.com. We have my mentor. All right, a lot of mentors to people. David Imonite. He, you know, pretty much is 3 different links or 3 different videos on this website. The first one, he's going over pretty much the products and the services that we offer to other people, you know, what we have, what we take advantage of as students, people who are learning how to trade. The second video is the one I really want you to pay attention to, though. The second video is where he breaks down the compensation plan, where he breaks down how we get paid for introducing this to other people. imlpresentation.com. You want to go on there and figure out, where do you see yourself at? You can't say I want to be a chairman and you don't even know what a chairman really is and what's required of you to get to chairman. You can't say I want to be a Platinum 2000 and you don't know how, Platinum 2000 works. All right. So imlpresentation.com, they're going to break it down thoroughly. They're going to show you how, if you build a team of 500 people, you're a chairman. You're making $10,000 a month. All right. That's not an income claim. That's a fact. If you got a team of 500 people, 200 in one leg, 200 in another, and 100 in the last leg, you're making 10 grand a month. All right. But he's going to show you how you don't have to bring in all 500 people. He's going to show you how people under you can bring in people when it counts towards your goal. He's going to show, it's a lot that you need to see. All right. It's a lot that you need to see. It's not a long video. It's about 8 or 9 minutes, but it's a lot of information in that video. So that's going to help you come up with what's a realistic dream for you. What do you believe you can do? All right. Only thing I'm going to say is this: dream big. All right. I'm not going to push my beliefs on you, but believe big. All right. Make C-type goals. And speaking of which, the second thing you should do now is come up with the goal. All right. The dream is first. The goal is second. The goal is a dream with a date attached to it. All right. So whatever you say, hey, if I'm going to use myself, for example. If I look at that video, I'm going to say, hey, shit, I ain't going to lie to you. I want to get to chairman. I want to be a chairman. I want to make 6 figures a year. I can really help my family out if I'm making $10,000 every month. If I got a guaranteed $2,500 bare minimum hitting my bank account every Friday, I can help a lot of people and I can live a different lifestyle that I feel like I deserve. All right, perfect. That's the dream. But now, when's the date? When is it going to happen by? Let's see. I think I can hit chairman by December 31st, 2020. Pretty much a year and some change from now. Or October 16th, 2020, exactly a year from now. Or you might say, hey, I'm going to hit chairman by February 2nd, February 20th, 2020, or whatever the case may be. Just come up with that goal for you, what's realistic for you, all right? And then you want to break down the goal and make a 30-day goal, all right? You want to come up with a 30-day goal and a 90-day goal. I feel like those two, you can make a 6-month goal, a year goal, and all that's cool, but you really want to come up with the overall dream, all right? What are you doing this for? Then you want to come up with, when you're going to hit that dream by, what's the goal for the overall dream? And then you want to break the goal down in segments so you can track your success. So if I say, okay, I want to be a chairman by, October 16th, 2020, a year from now. Give me a year, give me 12 months. I'm going to hit chairman. Perfect. All right, perfect. Now what? Okay, in the next 30 days between now and November 16th, where do you see yourself at? Well, 30 days, I feel like I can go Platinum 600. That's 12 new business partners on my team. All right, perfect. Now, where do I see myself in 90 days? 90 days, I see myself at Platinum 2000. That's 75 business partners and customers a part of my team. All right. So now, when 30 days go by, you can look and say, okay, 30 days went by. How close am I? Did I hit my first goal? Did I get to Platinum 600? I did? Okay, I'm on track to hitting chairman in a year. All right, 90 days go by. Did I hit Platinum 2000? I'm a Platinum 1000, but I'm almost at P2000. I'm on track. I'm right there. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm on track. If 90 days go by and you just hit a Platinum 600, it's like, okay, I need to play catch up. I'm a little bit behind on my goals. All right, so you want to be able to track where you're at, because this is what I learned from my mentor. Write this down. What you track will grow. What you track will grow if you have belief and faith and a burning desire. All right, you can be tracking 0 customers every day. Obviously, that's not going to grow. All right, but if you're actually putting in the work, you're trying your hardest, you're giving it everything you got, and you actually believe that this can happen for you. You have a desire for it to happen for you. You're sacrificing things out your life to become the person that leads 75 people in an organization. I'm telling you, it's like a unwritten law. All right, some of these laws that I'm going to tell you are supernatural laws. Some of these laws that I'm going to tell you are supernatural laws. All right, you're going to do a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about tonight is the natural, the 10%. But a lot of the stuff happens with the super. All right, I had a goal to become a Chairman 50 by the end of the year. I set that goal when I was a Platinum 5000, and like I wasn't even close to Chairman 10. All right. Now it's getting towards the end of the year. We're in the 4th quarter, and we're like 100 people away from Chairman 25. How did that happen? And I'm telling you, I'm doing the same exact work I've been doing. I didn't start working no harder. I didn't start working less harder. I'm doing the same exact stuff, but it's supernatural things that I can't even explain. Like, I really don't know what's going on. I didn't know the company was going to do a $164 promotion. Where did that come from? Super things that I cannot control, that the universe, if you don't want to say God, it's my call, so I'm going to say God, because that's what I believe in. But you can substitute God with the universe or whatever you believe in. That part plays a huge part in this. So cool. So you got your dream, you got your goal. All right, you're a customer, you're just getting started. Now you know what you want to do in the next 30 days, you know what you want to do in the next 90 days, and you know what's the overall picture. What's next? All right. This is a people's business, guys. You're going to have to get people in the business. All right. It just is what it is. You got to deal with people. So the first thing you want to do is make a small list of your warm market. Make a small list of your warm market. What do I mean by warm market? Warm market is people that you know. People that you can easily get in contact with. People that you already have a relationship with. These are not strangers. These are not, hey, I'm about to get these guys' numbers off of Instagram and all that. No, these are people. Wow, we got 260 people on the call. That's awesome. These are not like people that, you just met on the street. You should be talking to people that you personally know. Why? Because you're new. All right, you're new. And this is, even though we're looking to get results from your small list, technically this is like practice. You're practicing. Think about it. Is it better to practice with people that you already know? Or is it better to practice with complete strangers who are going to look at you like, if you start talking and you don't know what you're talking about, you don't sound confident, they're probably not going to pay attention to you. But people that you know, they probably join just off the strength that they got respect for you. They join just off the strength. They want to support you. They'll join off the strength because you've made good decisions before in the past. Why wouldn't they not get on the opportunity that you're introducing to them? All right. So you got to start off with the warm market. All right. And with this small list, I always tell people start off with a list of at least 30 names. 30 people. All right. 30. You can definitely start off with more. You can definitely start off with more, but you shouldn't start off with less than 30. These should be 30 people who trust you, like you, respect you. All right. This is what I like to tell people. Think of 30 people who would vouch for you to get into heaven. Think of 30 people who would vouch and talk highly of you to God for you to get into heaven. Are you going to put your mom on that list? Are you going to put your cousins on that list? Are you going to put nephews and nieces on that list? Are you going to put some coworkers on the list? Are you going to put some of your classmates on the list? Some of your best friends? Some of your people that you're really tight with? You're not going to put a random person on Instagram on the list. If you could possibly go, I don't really believe in hell, but let's just say hypothetically, you think I'm gonna leave that up to a regular Instagram fan? No. These are people that, you know, trust you, like you, or respect you, that you have a relationship with, all right? Went down the wrong pipe. So, boom, you got your list. Small list. What do you do next? You have to learn what is called the PS3. All right? And I'm going to talk about this in a way that I don't normally talk about it, but you got to know the PS3. All right? PS3 stands for, write this down, it stands for peaking interest, sharing the plan, not showing the plan, because this is a difference. All right? This is the difference. We've kind of been teaching this a little bit wrong. Peaking interest, sharing the plan. All right? I show the plan. I do share the plan still too to this day, but I do a lot of showing the plan. When you're new, you're not going to show the plan. You're going to share the plan. All right? Peaking interest, sharing the plan, three-way call. Three-way phone call. All right? Three-way phone call. Now, what do I mean by piquing someone's interest? Piquing somebody's interest is real simple. All right? Piquing somebody's interest is real simple. All you're doing is getting them interested in another opportunity to make money. Getting them interested in making money outside of a job. Getting them interested in time freedom. All right? Getting them interested in joining you on this new journey. All right? But it's 3 laws with piquing somebody's interest. All right? It's 3 laws with piquing somebody's interest. All right? Law number 1, you got to be excited. You got to be excited. All right? I can't talk loud how I want to talk loud in here because this is the business center. There's people in rooms next to me. I don't want to disturb them. But I'm not going to get on the call. If I'm calling, if I got my list of 30 right here in my face, and I'm calling my cousin, I'm not going to get on the phone talking normal. He has to hear, or she has to hear, tonality in your voice that's totally different. All right? If you call me and talk about, man, listen, bro, man, I just found a pot of gold, bro. I need some help lifting it, man. Could you come through and help me out? I'm like, bro, you found a pot of gold, bro. What the hell is you talking about, man? I'm about to question you. I'm about to say where it's at. I'm about to ask all these questions. But if you get on the phone and say, yo, bro, listen, I got a few seconds. Look, I found a pot of gold, bro. It is lit. You got to get over here right now, nigga. You talk how you normally talk, all right? Talk how you normally talk. But if you're talking like that, in that type of tonality, with that type of excitement, I'm not about to ask too many questions. Send me the location. I'm on the way. All right? I'm telling you, it works. All right? I'm not going to tell you to do something that I don't do. All right? So you want to be excited. Number 2, the second law with piquing somebody's interest. There's 3 laws in piquing someone's interest. Law number 1, be excited. Law number 2, create curiosity. A lot of people do not do this. A lot of people do not do this. And this is what shoots a lot of people in the foot, and you end up burning up your first list. And nobody joins, and you're like, oh, the system don't work. The system works. It's just you're not following the laws with piquing someone's interest. All right? So law number 2 is create curiosity. What do I mean by that? You don't have to get on the phone and say it's Forex trading. You don't have to get on the phone and say it's crypto and Bitcoin. You don't have to get on the phone and say it's a company. You don't have to get on the phone and say it costs $225 to get started. You do not have to say these things, all right? Create curiosity. leave the person wondering, what the hell is it? All right? Here are some words or some phrases that you can use. You could say things like the money app. The money app. You could say some things like Wi-Fi money. All right? Why am I telling you that? Because you want to be the preview. Let the plan that you're about to share, let that be the movie. Let the plan be the movie. All right? Let the video that you're about to send tell them that it's Forex trading. Let the video that you're about to send tell them that it's a company called I Am Master. Let the Zoom call that you're about to get them on, let that explain that it's 225 and you can get 2 and free, and let something else, let a reliable source do all the talking for you. All right? Because if you try to do all the talking and you try to present yourself like the expert, guess what? That person's going to start asking you questions. And as soon as you cannot answer a question correctly, or you boom. Why would I do this? You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're doing yet. All right? Guys, I'm telling you, people like myself, people like my brother Anointed, it's people that's a part of this. We went P1000 before we even had a live account. A lot of people like, oh man, I gotta trade first, and I gotta know everything about trading before I can talk to anybody about it. You're selfish. What if I would have said, oh man, I gotta wait before I tell Brittany Burrell? Brittany Burrell got started. She's the first person I brought in, and she's a way better trader than me. But what if I would have told her, I gotta wait till I tell her? Guess what? I'll still be waiting to tell her. All right, I still don't know everything about trade, every little thing about trading. All right, so don't come with that mindset of, oh, I gotta know everything first. Just create curiosity. You want to be the movie. You want to be the preview. Let the presentation be the movie. If somebody say, have you made money first? How do they even know to ask that? They don't even know what you're doing yet. How do they even know to ask that question? All right? So I'm going to give you a peak question. First, let me give you the third law of piquing someone's interest. The third law, very simple. Be in a hurry. You want to be in a hurry. You want to be in a hurry. All right? If you're, listen, first off, let me tell you this. I'm not trying to pique someone's interest or get into a whole lot on social media. Like, this ain't even the social media list that we're talking about right now. These are people that you personally know. These are people whose phone numbers you have. So everybody, you should be talking to them on the phone when you're doing this. Write that down. When you're going through your warm market, your first list of 30, there should be people that you are calling on the phone. You're not talking to them on Facebook. You're not talking to them in the inbox. You're not sending Snapchat messages. Call them on the phone. You're not texting. How can they hear the excitement in your voice through a text message? Get on the phone. But at the same time, these phone conversations should only be 2 to 4 minutes. If you're on the phone with somebody longer than 5 minutes, talk about no emotions. If you're on the phone longer than 5 minutes, you're on the phone way too long. All right? You want to be in a hurry. So they can't. How can you start asking me all these questions when I'm controlling the conversation? Write that down. Control the conversation. You want to look at this like dribbling a basketball. I got a script, and I got a process of me taking you through this very short 2-minute conversation, which I'm about to go over the process of the conversation. All right? If you start trying to talk about something else, you're taking the ball out of my hand. All right? I'm not playing defense. This is offense. All right? I'm not playing defense right here. All right. So, boom, I gave you the 3 laws of piquing someone's interest. Now I'm going to give you some peak questions. So, all right, I know what not to say. I know to be excited. I know to, be in a hurry. So what do I say, George? Perfect. Listen, you could ask several different questions, right? If it's an older person, right? Somebody who, is 25 and older, all right? 30 and older. They probably had a bank account for, 5 to 10 years. All right. What does that mean? This call is being recorded, so I'll make sure this recording is in all the group chats. All right. But if you're dealing with an older person, you might want to say something like, "Hey, listen, out of all the money that's flown through your bank account in the last 5 to 10 years, all the money that's flown through your bank account in the last 5 to 10 years, Latoya, how much money have you made on that?" She's probably gonna say, "I ain't made none." Some people probably gonna say, "What you talking about, Willis? Made money, all my money. I didn't even know you could do that." Perfect. What if I told you it's a way that you can? Guess what? Now they leaning in a little bit now. Now they're a little bit interested. What are you talking about? What you mean I can make money on my money? Cool, listen. Boom, and now you go to the next part, all right? Let me give you another peak question. This is the one that I personally use because I deal with a lot of people that's under the age of 30, all right? I like to say, hey, listen, what if I told you it's a way that we can make money together from copying and pasting numbers from one app to another app? Would you even want to know what the apps are and how they work? What if I told you it's a way that we can make money together from copying and pasting numbers from one app to another app? What if I told you that? Would you even want to know how those apps work? Bro, is that what you're doing? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, bro. What apps are you talking? They're interested now. you got their attention. All right. If somebody just flat out say, "No, I don't want to know how I can multiply my money. No, I don't want to know about copying and pasting numbers from an app to another app." All right, perfect. Listen, if you ever feel like you need another stream of income, hit me back. Next. That's why you got a list of 30. All right. I feel like it's another P question I can think of. It's not coming to me right now, but I'll come to it. So let me give you an example of a conversation. All right. Let me give you an example of a conversation. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, you definitely can ask about Bitcoin. All right, you can definitely ask about Bitcoin. I don't personally do that just because some people are scared of Bitcoin, literally. All right, so I'm gonna unmute Bree's line. All right, Bree, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, George.
All right, cool. So let's do an example where I'm calling you. All right, we're close friends. We grew up together. You know me. We talk all the time. We ain't talking in a minute though. And I'm about to hit you up and basically present you with this opportunity. All right. So I'm going to do this real slow so you guys can take notes on this conversation. All right. So if I say, okay, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Bree, what's up? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. You?
Man, I'm feeling like $100,000 a month right now. No cap. Listen, look. I can't talk a whole lot. I'm actually about to walk into the gym, get my workout on. But look, I just thought of you. Man, I just got a part of something. It is crazy. You keep your options open when it comes to making extra money and stuff, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah. What's up?
Look, what if I told you it's a way that we can make money together from copying and pasting numbers just from one app to another app? I'm pretty sure you'll want to know how those apps work, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Listen. All right, boom. I'm gonna stop right there. That's how you pique somebody's interest. That's it. All right, that's it. All right, so boom. Now that we kind of went over the P, you know how to pique somebody's interest. What do you do next? You got them interested. They said, yeah, they want to know more. They would want to learn about these apps, or they would want to know how to multiply their money. So now what? All right, cool. Now you want to get ready to share the plan. All right, we did the P, we piqued their interest. Now you want to share the plan. But guess what? There's some laws with sharing the plan. All right. I think it's 3, but I'm going to say it's 2 laws with sharing the plan. It may be 3. So let me talk about it. I'll tell you if it's a 3rd one. But I know it's definitely 2. All right. So sharing the plan. What do I mean by sharing the plan? You're either going to do one or 2 things. You're either going to send a video, or you're going to invite them to a Zoom call. Or it's 3 things you could be doing. You can be sending a video, you can be inviting them to a Zoom call, or you can be inviting them to an actual live presentation in person. All right. Most people, when they first get started, they're either doing the Zoom call or the video. But if you're coming in, we launched a pastor out in Los Angeles. All right. He ain't did no Zoom calls. He ain't sent no videos. The first thing he did was do an event. He had Riyadh, Brittany Jack, all right, 2 leaders of Retire Rich, came out. I happened to be in town, so I stopped through to support and show love. But he had Brittany Jack and Riyadh do an event for him. And that was his first time showing what it is that we do. Yeah, my boy Sherman. All right, so boom. So you could either do one of those 3 things. Honestly, if you want to win big, I would say do the event. But you got to have some influence. You can't be somebody who's never done anything like this before. How do it say Millionaire Mccoy? It just said Millionaire Mccoy sent out a message. I'm Millionaire McCoy. How did that happen? Somebody signed in as me. That's weird. All right, I ain't gonna worry about that right now though. But you want to do one of those 3 things. But most people, they either use the video or they get people on the Zoom call. All right. So boom, you're sharing the plan. These are the 2 laws with sharing the plan. 1, you have to clear their schedule. Clear the schedule. AKA, make sure that they're free at the time of the Zoom call. Or make sure that they have 10 to 15 minutes to watch this video and get on a 3-way call. But here's the thing with clearing the schedule. Now it says Millionaire McCoy left the meeting. I didn't leave the meeting. All right. Anyway, when you're clearing the schedule, you don't want to say it's a Zoom call. You don't want to say it's a 10-minute video. All right. You still got the curiosity there when you're clearing the schedule. Write that down. You still got you still want to keep the curiosity when you're clearing the schedule. You do not have to tell them what it is that you're about to show them or what it is that you're about to invite them to. Just, hey, listen, you got 10 or 15 minutes of free time? That's it. The schedule is clear. You got 10 to 15 minutes of free time. All right. That's it. They say yes, you know that they got 10 to 15. They don't know what they're about to do. And look, when you're saying that, a lot of people are going to think that you're about to talk to them for 10 to 15 minutes. Let them think that. You didn't tell them what you're about to do yet. You didn't say it's a Zoom call. You didn't say it's a video. You didn't say any of that. You said, hey, look, you got 10 minutes of free time right now? You do? Perfect. All right, so look. Hey, look, I'm a little busy right now, but at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you think you'll have like 20 minutes of free time? I'll be free right at 9. You will? Perfect. All right, perfect. All right. Got somebody signing up right now. Just text me. It's lit. But anyway, so you clear the schedule. The second law with sharing the plan before you get permit. Look, write this down. Before I have permission to share the plan, because you need permission to send this video. You need permission to get them on a Zoom call. All right? You need permission for it. All right? What's the first thing? Are you even free for 10 minutes to watch this video? Or are you going to be free at the time where we're doing the Zoom call? You are? Perfect. The third thing is, are you going to have time? Are you going to have time to get on the three-way afterwards? You don't want to say it like that, though. All right? You don't want to say it like that. If I know it's a 10-minute video, I want to say, hey, okay, so perfect. You got 10 minutes of free time? You do, John? All right, perfect. So look, I'm going to send you this 10-minute video. I want you to knock it out real quick, and I'm going to give you a call right back in 15 minutes. Is that okay? If they say yes, you now have permission to send the video. All right? If it's a Zoom call that you're inviting them to, all right? If it's a Zoom call that you're inviting them to, hey, look, are you free at 9 o'clock? You are? All right, perfect. So look, the call is probably going to be about 20 minutes. I'm going to send you the link for you to get on that call. All right, it's going to be on this app called Zoom Cloud Meeting. I'm going to send you the link. All you got to do is click the link, turn on your internet audio. You'll be able to hear everything. All right, call is going to be about 20 minutes, and I'm going to hit you up like right after the call is over, like 5 minutes after the call is over. That's cool? It is? All right, perfect. Now you have permission to actually get them on the Zoom call. If they say no, man, just send me the video and I'll call you when I'm done. Don't send them the video. Like, hey, listen, just say, hey, look, call me back and let me know when you're free. I'll call you back later. All right? Don't send them the video. All right? You don't never want somebody to have the video and now you're waiting on them to call you back. Guess what? You're going to be waiting all day. All right? Let me say that one more time because a lot of people always ask me about this. If I ask you, do you got 10 minutes to watch, 10 minutes of free time? You say yes. Then I say, all right, cool. I'm going to send you this 10-minute video and I'm going to call you back in 15 minutes. Is that okay? And then that person says, just send me the video. I'm probably going to be a little busy after that. I'll call you back later on tonight. Hey, listen, I want you to really have time to really watch the video and, kind of take notes on it and stuff and really pay attention to it. So I'll hit you back later on. When do you think you'll be completely free? What time is that? Oh, I'm free now. Just send me the video. So can I call you back in 15 minutes? Control the conversation. All right? You're dribbling that basketball. Don't let them take the ball from you. All right? So real quick, that's the PS. All right? That's the PS. So I'm going to just go over that real quick. Then I'm going to go over the 3. Then I'm going to talk about one more thing. And then we're going to move on to what to do as a P150. All right? So the customer training is really the bulk, right? This is the longest part because I got to go into detail for this. There's some people on here who, don't know this information. That's really tricky. That's throwing me off a little bit, this Millionaire Mccoy. Anyway, that you really want to know how to control the conversation. You really want to know how to actually go about this stuff. All right, so cool. So I'm gonna unmute somebody's line. I need a volunteer. My boy Devin on the line. Boom. Devin, you can hear me, bro?
Yeah, Gio, what's poppin', boss?
What's going on, Charlie? All right, so listen, just same thing. We're going to script real quick just so everybody can get an example of what a conversation sounds like when you're making these conversations with the list of 30 people. Look, you got a list of 30 people. You got to call all 30 of them, all right? You don't just call 2 or 3, and if things don't go right, you just forget about the other 27, all right? The goal is to hit P150, which is only 3 people, or 2 and 3, which is only 2 people, all right? You might be somebody on the line who only wants to get 2 or 3. I'm about to show you how to do that. All right. So real quick, Devin, ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Yo, D, what's going on, bro?
What's up, G? What's happening?
Man, I can't call it, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. What's all this energy, bro? What you up to, B? What you
Man,
got brewing?
bro, I done found some crazy stuff, bro, man. I gotta put you on, bro. I gotta put you on. I know you all about your money, right?
You already know what if it make dollars, it makes sense. What's the play, my dude?
Man, listen. Out of all the money that's flown through your bank account in the last 5 to 10 years, bro, how much money you made on that money?
Shit, my shit stay in non-sufficient funds. So shit, what you talking about, bro? I'm
Listen,
broke out
that's
here,
dead.
bro.
It's over with for that. Ain't no more non-sufficient funds, bro. I found it. I found the way for us to get up out the hood, bro. I'm telling you, I found it, bro. You got 10 minutes of free time right now?
Yeah, I got 10 minutes. What's up? It's quick money?
Listen. What I do and what I'm a part of is 85% visual. So you got to kind of be able to see it. So what I'm going to do right now, you said you got 10 minutes of free time. I'm going to send you this 8-minute video, and I'm going to call you right back in about 12 to 15 minutes. Is that okay?
Hell yeah. 8 minutes. I got 8 minutes to spare, man. Shoot the video, bro. I'm trying to get this bread.
Perfect. I'm going to send it to you right now. I'll call you right back in like 12 to 15 minutes.
All right, in a minute.
In a minute. Click. Guys, was that conversation longer than a minute? Maybe a minute? Maybe a minute and a half at the very most? All right. That's, and boom. I'm just doing one at a time. I might call another person. All right. I'm not going to do 5 or 6 at a time because that's going to be too many people to call back at one time if I'm using the video method. All right. That's if I'm using the video method. Yeah. That is funny. That is hilarious with that. All right. So I'm going to do one more example using the Zoom call. And then we're about to go to a P150. All right. So let me find one other person. Let me get my boy 80K way. Jose, you can hear me, bro?
What kind of question?
Jose background kind of loud. We're not gonna use Jose right now. All right, let me find somebody else. Let me see. Let me get my boy. Look, I'm about to call out Darwin, man. Darwin, you on the line, bro?
Oh man, nah. Chill.
He said, chill. All right. I know some people probably out and about, but still want to get the sauce and stuff. Let me find somebody. Let me see. I know Libby. Libby looked like she was taking notes. You can talk, Libby? Libby, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Can you do an example call real quick?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So hold on. Hold on. I got guests at my house right now. Can I get them? So I got it. All right, cool. So perfect. So Libby, I'm just gonna call you. Let's just go through it. You ain't gotta do nothing crazy or extras. Just act like you know that you with everything. All right. So ring.
Hello?
Yo, Libby, what's up?
Yo, what's good?
Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling like $250,000 a month right now.
Ish.
Listen, I say that because one, that's how I'm feeling. But two, when you say that to somebody, that's gonna open their mind. Like, yo, what the hell you got going on? So if you don't feel like that, guess what? Start feeling like that. All right, I promise you. People gonna look at you a little bit different when you start off the conversation like that. On my soul, exactly. So look, so listen, Libby, look. You free right now? You got a couple minutes?
Yeah, I'm free.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I done found something crazy. Like, we can make a lot of money. You keep your options open when it comes to making extra money and stuff outside your job, right?
Oh yeah, facts. I'm tired of this job.
Look, I found something that's gonna help you be able to retire ASAP.
Sheesh, what is it? Let me know.
Look. You got 10 minutes of free time right now? No. I mean, no, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, so look, I'm a little busy right now, but are you going to be free later on tonight around, let me see when I'm going to be free, 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock. Yeah. I'm gonna be free at 9.
All right, so look, just 20 minutes of free time at 9, I can show you everything. I want you to download this app. It's called Zoom Cloud Meeting. Download it right now while we're on the phone, real quick.
You said it's called what?
Zoom, like a car goes Zoom. Cloud,
Zoom?
like a cloud in the sky.
All right, got you. It's blue and white, right?
Yep, that's it. It's downloading?
Yeah, it's downloaded right now.
All right, perfect. So look, you say you're going to be free at 9. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you this link, and you'll be able to hop on, and basically I'll show you everything that we're doing.
All right, bet.
All right, cool. I'm going to talk to you around like 8:50. I'm going to send you the link, and I'll see you on there at 9. It's only going to take me like 15 minutes.
For sure, let's get it.
All right, let's get money. Boom, that's it. That's it. All right, look, when some people say they're busy, hey, look, when's a better time to call back? If people are not that cooperative or whatever y'all talking about in the group chat, hey, listen, this might not be for you. Don't worry about it. If you want to make some money with me, hit me back later, let me know. That's not the right person. Y'all trying to beg people to something? Stop look out of your list of 30, you're not looking for all 30. You're looking for the right people. I'm a chairman 10. I'm making some pretty damn good money. And guess what? I still get uncooperative people all the time. People who want to take this basketball out of my hand and twist and turn the conversation to some whole other shit. And guess what? I take the ball back, and I'm not afraid to say, hey, look, don't worry about it. Didn't mean to, mess up your day. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Why am I that confident to do that? Because I have a list of 29 more people right here in front of me. All right? No, it's not a joke, bro. That's real stuff. People do be uncooperative sometimes. And exactly, like Latoya said, catch them on the rebound. All right? Everybody's not going to let you shoot your shot. Sometimes you got to catch people on the rebound. All right? So, boom. So now you pretty much know how to pique someone's interest. You pretty much know how to share the plan, all right? Get them on a video or get them to a Zoom call, all right? The last thing I want to talk about for a new customer is the 3-way call, all right? The 3-way call. And this is pretty much very important, all right? The 3-way call is basically going to show you, it's going to show the person that you're working with, the leader that you're working with, that you're trainable and coachable. All right? This is going to show the leader that you're working with if you're trainable and coachable. And it's so easy to do, but it's very easy not to do. All right? The 3-way call. Let me see the time real quick. All right, cool. So I ain't want this part to be longer than an hour. So we got 5 more minutes. All right? So cool. The 3-way call. They can sync the video. All right, 15 minutes to went by. You said you was going to call them back in 15 minutes. Guess what you do? You call them back. All right, you got them on a Zoom call. You have 5 guests on this Zoom call. The Zoom call is now over. Guess what you do? Individually start calling each person one by one. All right, so whether you're calling them after a Zoom call is over, or if you're calling them after, the 15 minutes that went by, they should have for sure watched the video. All right? You're getting them on a 3-way call. So when you call them, it's only one question that you ask. Hey, listen, were you able to see the whole video? You were? Perfect. Hold on one second. I got something special for you. Hold on one second. I got something special for you. Make sure they seen the information first. All right? Make sure they seen the information first. All right? If it's a Zoom call, hey, listen, what's up? What's up, Mike? You finished? You were able to see everything on the Zoom call? You were able to hear and see everything clearly? You were? Hold on. Before you ask me any questions, hold on 1 second. I got something special for you. All right. Why do I say it like that? Because some people gonna just flat out tell you, hey, I don't want to get on no three-way with nobody else. You just tell me everything. If you say, hey, look, man, I want to get you on a three-way with my mentor, that's what people normally be saying, and they get normal results. But if you just force the three-way, and boom, by the time the person knows it's a three-way, the mentor is already on the phone, it's going to be real hard for them to say, hey, I don't want to talk to this guy. Let me just talk to you. I'm like, bro, I can hear you, bro. What you mean you don't want to talk to me? All right, I'm on the line now. All right. So you can force the three-way. If you want to say, hey, look, let me get you on the phone with my mentor, and you feel like that person's receptive to that, by all means, do that. But I seen it be more effective when you tell somebody, hey, listen, I have something special for you. Hold on 1 second. And you just click over, and then you call your mentor on three-way. Now, listen, let me tell you this real quick. And we're still on customer. We're still talking about a customer. The next hour, we're about to talk about P150, P600, P1000, P2000. I'm gonna go through that information a little bit faster, all right? I had to break this down because there's a lot of new people on the call who don't even know what the hell they're doing. You've never done anything like this. Guess what, guys? I never done anything like this before, too, when I was new. All right? I sold stuff before, but it wasn't nothing like this. I just put it like that, all right? We ain't got to get into all that. But, yeah, funny. But, yeah, so you want to basically, when you're sending the video, when they're watching that 8 to 10 minute video, during that 8 to 10 minutes, you shouldn't just be sitting there twiddling your fingers and waiting for them to finish the video. You should be calling your mentor saying, hey, look, I got my boy Mike watching this video right now. Be expecting a three-way from you in about 5 to 10 minutes. You free? You not free? Damn, JBL. All right, do you know somebody that I can call for the three-way? George is free? All right, cool. Yeah, send me his number. Find some leader that you're about to do the three-way with. Or even if you know it's the beginning of the day, you're about to go through your list of 30 and you know you're trying to get through the whole list in one day, call that mentor and say, hey, look, I'm about to go through my whole list of 30. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to hit P150 today. I ain't gonna just do 2 or 3 calls. I'm trying to go through my whole list. Can you work with me for the next 2 hours? I got a lot of three-ways I want to do there. Guess what? That make me, I was about to say something else. That makes me excited, all right? I want to work with somebody who's telling me they got a fresh list of 30 and they ready to hit P150. They ready to get their 2-month free. They ready to hit P600. Hell yeah, I got 2 hours of free time to work with you all day. All right? So make sure your leader is already on standby. But once you get back on the phone with them, boom, did you finish the video? You finished everything? All right, perfect. Hold on 1 second. I got something special for you. All right? Or it was a Zoom call. Hey, what, Mike, you were able to see and hear everything clearly on the Zoom call? You were? All right, hold on. I know you got some questions. Hold on 1 second. I got something special for you. Click. Call the leader on the other line. So let's say, for example, you're calling Martez, or you're calling Brittany Jack, you're calling Riyadh, you're calling Sydney, you're calling me, you're calling JBL, whoever the case may be, right? Whatever leader you're working with, you're calling Yakum, you're calling Mufid, you're calling Fresh, right? You're calling some leader that you're working with right now, right? So, hey, listen, I got something special for you. Hold on. Boom, I click over, right? You calling Zaire, I click over. You calling Asia Kai, I click over. Boom, Asia, listen. I got my boy John on the other line. He's just got done watching a 10-minute video. I want you to, pretty much help me close this deal. You ready? All right, perfect. Click back over. Hey, so John, listen. I actually have my mentor, Asia Kai, on the line right now. She's extremely busy, and it was a blessing for me to even get her to take a few minutes out to talk to you real quick, because I know you have some questions. All right? That's called the introduction, all right? I have my mentor, blank, on the line. it was very hard for me to get them on the line because they're extremely busy, but I got them to take a few minutes out so they can answer your questions. That's the introduction of the three-way call. Let me say that one more time. Hey, listen, I got JVL Dupree on the line, my mentor, all right? He's extremely busy and he works with a lot of people. So it was a blessing for me to be able to get him on the line and take out a few minutes to be able to answer all your questions. So let me go ahead and introduce you guys. So JVL, this is John. John, me and him went to high school together. He was the captain of the defense on the football team. Man, this dude hits hard. This dude tackles hard, man. This dude's a leader. He knows how to lead people. Right now, he's working at Home Depot. He didn't go to college or nothing, but I'm pretty sure, you know, he really keeps his options open about making extra money. And I just know him, man. I know he will kill this opportunity if he, you know, really was working with somebody like yourself. And John, this is my leader, JVL. JVL is 19 years old. He's actually a chairman 10 within the organization, meaning he's working with over 500 different people. This dude is a boss, man. He really pours a lot into me, helped me get my mind right, and he's helping me make a lot of money. And I know if he could do that for me, he could definitely do that for you. So John, JVL, JVL, John. All right? That's called edification. When you're talking highly, write this down, edification. E-D-I-F-Y, edify, or edification. Edification is when you're talking highly of an individual to another individual that doesn't know that individual. When you're talking highly of a person to another person and they don't know each other. You have to introduce them, but you want that person, that prospect, that friend of yours that's on your list, you want them to be able to trust and believe anything that JVL has to say or anything that the leader that you're working with has to say. All right? You want them to be able to trust and believe. The only way they're going to do that is if you speak highly of them. All right? You get me on the phone with your cousin Man don't know me. You can say Millionaire Mccoy all day, but unless you speak highly of me, Man ain't going to try to hear nothing I got to say. You just get on the phone and be like, all right, so look, man, I got you on the three-way with my mentor, Millionaire Mccoy. Go ahead, take it away, bro. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang up. You're going to call me back like, yo, what happened? I'm like, bro, that ain't how you do it. I had to hang up so you can call me back without Man on the line so I can tell you how to do it. All right? You got to edify. But it's not just edifying the leader. You have, write this down. I have to edify both people to each other. You got to edify Man too. All right? You got to edify Man also. You know, it sounds like an introduction to a WWE fight. It's very similar. And look, that's edification. You never heard of that boxer or that wrestler that's about to come out? The announcer is edifying that boxer or that wrestler to the audience. All right? Same thing with business. All right? Because the leader is going to close the deal. But they can't close the deal if there's no trust. Man knows you. Man trusts you. All right? But the leader is the expert. The leader is the one who's made money already. The leader is the one who has success already. The leader is the one who knows how to answer all the questions already. So it doesn't matter if you haven't made money yet. They're not going to go. Once you edify correctly, the man's not going to go off of, well, Henry, did you make money yet? They're just going to go off of whatever JVL's talking about. Like, damn, JVL, you 19, making 10. Look, I don't care if Henry made money. Shit, I'm working with you. Forget Henry knew, but I don't know what he's talking. Yeah, sign me up, Henry, but I'm trying to work with you, JVL. All right, you about to help Henry do that? Can you help me too? That's the type of conversation you want to turn this into. So you want to edify. It's called the edification triangle. All right? You got you at the bottom. You're going to connect the leader to the prospect. The prospect trusts you. They know you. All right? But the leader has the respect. They have the results. They've done something with this. They've been in this longer than you. All right? You have to connect the two. And then the leader is pretty much going to do one or two things. They're either going to get them ready to get started, and all you got to do is be ready to send your link, or they're going to find out the exact day that they can get started. Because sometimes people, all right, sometimes people don't have the money to get started right then and there. I'm like, hey, so listen, you got a smartphone, you got Wi-Fi? You do? All right, cool. You got like a laptop? You don't need one, but it's good if you got one. All right, perfect. Do you have at least $225 to your name? You don't? Yeah. Do you see yourself really doing this though? Would you take this serious if you did have the 225? You would? All right, cool. So you said you work at the construction spot. You know, when do you get paid? You ready to start this Friday coming up? This Friday? All right, perfect. You should be on the line. Oh, he said this Friday. Write that down. Write down the date. I'm the leader. I'm not gonna write it down. You have to write it down. You have to remember to follow up. All right? You have to remember to follow up. Guys, if you do that, same process, I know it was a lot, but I'm telling you, after you do it with your initial 30 people, you're gonna know how to do it. It's so easy. It's so easy. If you do that, I promise you, out of 30 people, you're going to get at least 3 people that get started. Bare minimum. That's just the law of numbers. All right? I wouldn't say do this in person when you're first getting started. I wouldn't say try to do this over the phone so you can be able to get the leader on the line and stuff. Don't try not to do it in person. If you have to do it in person, then you got to figure out a way to get the leader on Zoom or get the leader on the phone, on speaker or something, right? But try to do this over the phone, all right? But yeah, if you could do that, then boom, I promise you, you're either going to go 2 and free or you're going to go P150, all right? You're either going to go 2 and free or you're going to go P150. And this call is more so centered around going P150. So boom, that's everything for a new customer. That's pretty much all the stuff you really need to know. And you may want to stay on the line for these next 40 minutes. All right, we're going to try to keep this like 40 more minutes. I'm about to get into 45 more minutes. I'm about to get into what to do once you have a rank. What to do as a P150. What you need to know. What you need to do as a P600. What you need to know. What you need to do as a P1000. What you need to know. And if you're a P2000, you're looking to get the P5 and get the chairman. Once you go P2000, you can go chairman. If you can go P2, you can go C10. So I'm going to go over some of that as well, too. And I'm going to kind of, get through this rather quickly. So, boom, you just went P150. Congratulations yourself. It's lit. It's lit. Look, Kevon already saying it's lit because she, look, it's lit. All right? It's lit. Chairwoman definitely sounds good. It'll look good on you. All right? So, look, you're now on P150. Maya, what's up? I didn't know Maya was on the call. It's really lit. Now I got to show off. Oh, shit. C50 Law on the call? I really got to show out now. All right, let me get in my bag. So let's get it. So P150, what do you want to do? The first thing you want to have in your head. All right, Nigel, what's up, bro? The first thing you want to have in your head. P150 means that 3 people that joined your business. You're a platinum 150. You're making $150 a month residually, meaning next month another 150, month after that another 150. Long as you maintain at least 3 people in your business, you got 150 coming every month. All right, you do get some more bonuses on top of it, so it's really like $300 a month, but base pay $150 a month, no matter what. All right, so as a P150, you need a bigger list. It's time to make a bigger list. You go P150, it's time to make a list of 150 names. We're not playing no more. That 30 name list, that's just to see if you can do this. If you got influence, all right? And let me say this about a customer. If you make a list of 30 and you're inviting people to watch a video or you're inviting people to get on a Zoom call and nobody's getting on the Zoom call, nobody's showing up, nobody's watching the video, they all telling you no, or they say they will watch the video and they don't answer the phone when you call back. You're lacking in the influence department. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. You're lacking influence. Because we're not talking about strangers. These are people who supposedly trust you, like you, and respect you. All right? So if they can't watch a 10-minute video and get back on the phone with you, something's wrong. If I tell my cousin to get on the phone real quick and then watch this 10-minute video and I'm going to call him right back, he's going to answer the phone for me. Even if he's not, he's going to tell me, nah, bro, I ain't doing that shit. But he at least going to let me know that. He ain't going to duck and dodge me, right? That's not somebody who will vouch for me to get into heaven. I wouldn't put them on my initial list, all right? And if you're a P600, a P1000, P2000, you're working with somebody new, you're getting them launched, and you're like, man, this person, they're not bringing no new people. What's going on? It's either one or two things. They're lacking influence or they're lacking work ethic, meaning they just didn't make the calls. They made a list of 30, but they just didn't actually call nobody. They called 3 or 4 people, and those 3 or 4 people didn't give them positive responses, so they quit. Lack of influence or lack of work ethic. All right. Sometimes you might be working with somebody who really wants this, and they're going to make the calls. They're going to do the work. But the people that they bring you, they just, they're not the right type of people. I was dealing with a lot of people at first that wasn't the right type of people, so I had to go out and meet new people. All right. But anyway, so P150, you want to make a bigger list. You want to start adding more people to the list. These are people that you know that you might not be super close with, but if you call them, they know who you are. They remember you from high school. They remember you from the old job. They remember you from the football team, even though y'all didn't really talk to each other like that. All right. This might be, you might add on a couple of social media friends and stuff. But guess what? You're still not, as a P150, you should not be posting on social media yet. Write that down. As a P150, you shouldn't be writing, you shouldn't be doing social media just yet. I'm going to talk about how you fix lack of influence in a minute. All right? You shouldn't be going on social media because you're still new. You don't know everything yet. You're still new. So you shouldn't be posting everything on social media just yet. And for the 230 people that's still on the line, I appreciate you, and I hope you're getting value from this. I really do. I really hope you're getting value from this. This is really for you guys. So you want to make a bigger list. You want to understand the law of numbers. Damn, notice when I said that, 4 people hopped off. What was that all about? But you want to understand the law of numbers. All right, the law of numbers states. All right, the law of numbers states 1 out of every 10 people that you bring this opportunity to, 1 out of 10 will get started. More than likely, they'll get started immediately. 1 out of 10. All right, 1 out of 10. One out of 10. I'm gonna go through after I finish P150, I'm gonna go through the chats to answer any questions that I might not have answered. So you want to understand the law of numbers, because now when you know the law of numbers, cool, shit, I can talk to 10 people. I know one of them gonna get started, bare minimum. If you get 10 out of 10, whoo, you about to go chairman real quick. All right, you'll go P2000 like Evan Nicole did in 12 days. How did she go P2000 in 12 days? How did she get 75 people, majority personal signups in 12 days? Because she had a whole lot of influence and she had a whole lot of work ethic. She stayed on the phone. She made a massive list. All right, she made a massive list. How did Anointed Ali go Platinum 1000 in 30 days? He had a lot of work ethic. He had a strong why. He had a huge dream, a huge goal. This had to work for him. He didn't have no plan B. All right? Nothing wrong if you go P2000 in a year. That's your process. Everybody gets off on different floors of the elevator. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. All right? Guess what? My occupation, what I was doing before this, when I got fired from my job, in between getting fired from my job and starting entrepreneurship, people wouldn't trust anything I had to say, let alone sign up for something. I had to work on myself. I had to build influence, all right? And that comes from personal development, which I'm gonna talk about in a minute. So make a bigger list. You also wanna know that, it's daily Zoom calls going on all the time. Every day, somebody's showing the plan. All you gotta do is go in the group chat and say, what time is the opportunity meeting? That's what that's called. When you see somebody say opportunity meeting, that means that a leader is showing the opportunity, showing the plan for somebody new to see. So if you be seeing in the group chat them saying opportunity calls, and you're like, what the hell is an opportunity call? That's what an opportunity call is. If you want to know, hey, it's 7 in the morning, you want to get it out the way early so you can start inviting people, go in the group chat and say, who's doing an opportunity call today? What time and what's the link? All right? What's the link? What's the time and what's the link? But that's called opportunity calls. As a P150, you should still be in your warm market. You should still be talking to people that you know. All right? You know more than 30 people. How many people have the same last name as you in your family? How many people don't have the same last name as you, but they're in your family? What about the cousins? What about the in-laws? What about the uncles? What about the nieces? All right? What about the homies from the block? All right? What about, if Riyadh would have said, damn, man, I'm not about to ask Gito about nothing like this. He kind of ghetto a little bit, man. He'll never do that. Guess what? Riyadh probably, I don't know, he probably would still be a chairman 50, but he might not. Because I know I brought in at least 40% of what got him to chairman 50. All right, so you don't want to prejudge somebody. You never know where that negative person or that person who would never do something like that, you never know what they're going through in their life at that particular time. Some people join off of inspiration because they're inspired. They see you killing it and they're like, oh, shit, you a chairman? You making how much a month? Oh, yeah, I'm in. But sometimes people get in off of desperation because they need something like this to work. So as a P150, you want to understand that and you want to continue to build your list. The list is the foundation of your business. The list is the most important part of your business. The list. Guess what? I'm a chairman 10. I've been in the company for 25 months and I'm still adding people to my list. And guess what I'm about to do tomorrow? All right, we're on our chairman 25. We're really on our chairman 50 run. I'm about to go back through all my old lists from 2 years ago and contact all those people all over again from Thursday all the way to Sunday. I'm about to make like 400 calls, 500 calls of people that I've been showing the plan to. I'm about to call all those people back. But guess how am I able to do that? Because I kept my list. I didn't just write it on a piece of paper and that paper got lost in the house somewhere. I wrote it in a notebook that I know I was going to hang on to for years and years and years. God forgive me, knock on wood. If this company somehow goes away and I start doing something else 3 or 4 years from now, I'm going to go back to that same list. All right? So yes, get you a journal, make a list. Don't just write it on a random piece of paper. No social media. You don't want to get on social media as a P150 yet. You don't have a whole lot of results. You don't want to focus on getting on social media yet. Focus on getting results first. Write that down. No social media yet. Get results first. Or get educated first. All right? Get through the academy. Get through the academy. Look, some of y'all might go straight to social media and that might work for you. All right? That may work for you. But I've seen it not work for a lot of people. All right? Get through the academy first. So at least when you're on social media, you'll know what you're talking about. All right? And yeah, somebody just put it in the group chat. Calendar book. That's the next thing on my little thing with P150. As a P150, I should have brought my calendar book right here. You want to go out and get a year by glance calendar book from Walmart. They got them things for like $5, $6. Year by glance calendar book. Don't tell me you want to go chairman and you don't have a calendar book. That's all I do. At this point, I ain't been doing it lately. So if you're new and you like, I got some people that's P1000s, P600s that's new. I've been working with in the last 2 months, and I probably never asked you this just because I haven't been on it like that. But I'm back on that. You tell me that you want to go P5000, you tell me that you want to go Chairman 10, and you ain't got no calendar book. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You know how many times I wrote in my calendar book NA next to somebody's name? You know what NA stands for? No answer. Sent them the video. They was excited. They watched the video. I called them back. They didn't even answer the phone for my text. They don't respond to my text. Some people even blocked me. The only reason I'm a chairman and you're not is, one, I probably started way before you, so I got a lot more time on you. But two, I've been told no more than probably everybody on this call. I've been told no probably more than everybody in Retire Rich, period. All right? So definitely get a calendar book. And you want to follow up. You want to get good at following up. You got to write down the notes with everybody. When I'm tracking, what you track will grow. What you track will grow. Your calendar book is going to help you track your business. You want to go chairman? All right, cool. How can I show you guys how to go chairman? How can I show you guys how I help somebody else go chairman? Because it's all in my calendar book. Outside of Riyadh, I believe I'm the only other person outside of Riyadh and Chad that can help somebody go chairman. How can I just do it on accident? No, I can go back and show you when me and JBL was on the mega bus going out to Florida to help Turbo Sosa and Jose. I ain't put it on social media because I ain't want everybody to know I was on the mega bus. We couldn't afford flights, but I wrote it down so I can go back and show you guys 3, 4, 5 years from now when I'm a Chairman 500. Yo, this is how the first few years were. What you track will grow. Try to write it in blue ink too. Another good part of manifestation. I heard it on YouTube. I've been doing it ever since, and it shit just works. I don't know why. I'm not trying to figure out why. I'm not trying to be the theorist. I'm not trying to do case studies on why is it blue ink. Who cares? I'm telling you, it helps. The person that's doing the case study is broke. I heard that on YouTube from somebody else. Person who try to figure out why do you want to edify and all that. Don't ask why. I have the results that some of you guys might want to have. Please just take my word for it. I'm not better than you. I learned this from other people. I did not make none of this stuff up. Maybe some of the little tweak here and there. I didn't make hardly any of this stuff up. I'm telling you what works. I will never tell you to do something that I haven't done or that I don't do. The last thing is a P150 that you want to know is following up with people. You want to get good with following up. If somebody tell you, today's the 16th, if they tell you they can't get started to the 16th of December, you need to write that down. All right? This is 2 things I do to help follow up. Well, 3 things. There's 3 things I do. I'm going to share my screen for this. 3 things I do to follow up. If you stayed on the call this long, you about to get some real sauce. 3 things I do to follow up with people. What's wrong with my phone? Hold on. Oh, don't want me to show my phone. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 3 things I do. I didn't ask to screen record. Ain't what I said to do. All right, it won't let me screen share for some reason. It's weird. Let me see if I hit share content, screen. Never had this problem. It's all good. I'll just tell you. One thing I do, right. This ain't the iPhone 11. Maybe I gotta get an 11 or something. I still got the iPhone 8 because I don't want to get rid of the button. I like the button. Wow. This will not let me share my screen. All right, cool. It's all good. So one thing I do, every person that I prospect, every person that I tell the business to, I save their name in my phone a particular way. So if I don't have an Android, so I don't know how this works with Androids. So if you're an Android user, first off, I want to say sorry for your loss. Second off, I want to say figure out how to do this on the Android because I'm pretty sure you can do this on the Android. But if you go to contacts, all right, you go to contacts. When you save somebody's name, it's going to say first name, it's going to say last name, and it's going to say company. All right. When I save somebody's name, I put their first name. All right. If they got an Instagram name, a Facebook name, a Snapchat name, if that's where I met them at, if I met them on Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, I put that next to their name. All right. But here's the important part. In the tab where it says company, I put Forex. I put the abbreviation of the month where I first talked to them, and I put the year. All right. I put the abbreviation of the month that I first contacted them, and I put the year. So for example, let's see. I got somebody on my phone named Alfred Perry. Well, I met him on Instagram. So it's at alfred.perry. All right. I put his name. I'm guessing his name is Alfred Perry, but all I got is his Instagram name. All right. I didn't put nothing in the last name slot. I don't use the last name part. And then where it says company, I put Forex. I put SEPT, which is the abbreviation for September. I put 2019, and I put Tallahassee, Florida. I also put the place where they're located. Why do I do that? One, if I want to go back through my contacts and I see David E. Monite is going to be in Tallahassee, guess what? All I got to do is type in the search box in contacts, Tallahassee, and every person that's in my phone that's in Tallahassee is going to pop up. Guess what? If it's October 1st and I want to follow up with everybody that I talked to in September, all I got to do is go to contacts, put SEPT, and every person that I talked to and Pete in September is going to pop up. All right. Yeah, I picked some people in September 2018. I don't want to get them confused with the people September 2019, so that's why I put the year. Because I know I'm going to be in this business longer than a year. So it's going to be a lot of Septembers. There's going to be some people I talked to September 2017, some people September 2018, and some people September 2019. All right. If I didn't put the city, I didn't put the date, and I just want to follow up with everybody, like I'm about to do right now, I'm about to just follow up with everybody. That's the mode I'm in right now. All I got to do is just go to my contacts, go to the search bar, and put Forex. Anybody that I ever talked to about this, name and number is going to pop up. All right. So that's one way I follow up. The second way, however the conversation goes, when I talk to you, I write it down in my calendar book. I write it down that day in my calendar book. I write that I sent the video. I write what you said after the video. If you didn't answer, or you said you need more research, or you said you're going to get started on this particular date. Whatever the conversation goes, I write it down. As a P150, you got to start learning how to do that. The third thing I do, I put it in my phone calendar. Yeah, if I get them in the business, then I change the contact. I put certain emojis next to their name so I know they're part of the team. I use this emoji right here for anybody that's on the team that I personally signed up. This is the I love you emoji. The hand that look like that, that's that. Siri said that. I ain't make that up. Siri said that. Siri said this is I love. When I say Call JBL Dupree and says, calling Chairman 25, JBL Dupree, I love you, hand emoji. I literally said that. I ain't making it up. So that's the emoji I started running with because I truly love my family. Also, that's sign language. That makes sense. All right, so cool. All right, so perfect. But yeah, I put it in my phone calendar also because guess what? I'm not looking at my calendar book every day. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I may write stuff in my calendar book every day, but I don't wake up in the morning every single day and be like, oh, what's in my calendar book today? Well, what did I talk? Who did I talk? I'm not gonna remember all that. So if you tell me you're gonna get started October 26th, guess what? I'm gonna write it in my calendar book, and then at the end of the night before I go to sleep, I pick up my calendar book. I look at all the notes that I wrote for the day, and I set alarms in my phone on the calendar, not like an alarm that wakes you up in the morning. Your phone has a calendar. You can put certain pinpoints on the calendar. Brielle signs up October 26th. All right. Libby says she want to be P1000 by November 1st. All right. Whatever the case may be, I'm putting all of that in my phone so it can remind me. I like to remind myself, like, if it's like something so far out, I might remind myself to follow up with that person a week before they get started. If they say they're going to sign up next month, remind me a week before the day that they said they was going to get started to reach out to them. Then remind me again on the day of. If they say they're going to get started Friday, today's Wednesday. Remind me Thursday night to send them a testimonial video. So when they make that decision Friday to, damn, am I really going to get started or I'm going to go get those number 9s that just came out? They're ready to get started because Thursday night I already planted the seed. I wasn't thinking about them. I got a lot on my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't thinking about them. But my reminder hit my phone and boom, now they're on my mind. I got to reach out to them. Now I'm thinking about you. All right. So that's everything you want to know as a P150. P600. Boom. You got 12 people on your team like Jesus. All right. Hopefully you don't have a Judas. All right. But you're going to have a couple of Judases. You're going to have some people that just don't do right. Right. But boom, you're a P600 now. You're making $600 a month. You're ready to get to the first leadership position. When you get to P600, this is when you know, okay, I got potential. I can make this thing happen. All right, I can take this to a serious level. If you can get to P600, you can get to at least part-time income. If you can get to P600, you can get to at least part-time income. Some of you guys might only hit P600 and say, hey, shit, I just need an extra $600 a month to trade with. Nothing wrong with that. You got another stream of income. That's a serious $150 in your bank account every Friday. That's decent. That's another stream. I wouldn't say that's your primary stream of income, unless you're like, 17, 18. But for some people, you're making $2,000 a month from your job. You gave yourself a $600 raise. It's lit. All right. As a P600, the first thing you want to be able to do is to identify coachable business partners. This is when you start to say, okay, who is really rocking with me? Who is riding this thing out with me? Who can I help learn the same training about the PS3, the edification triangle? Who are the people that I'm going to have watch IMLpresentation.com so they can figure out their dream and figure out their goal? Who are the people that I'm about to help hit P150? All right. As a P600, your job is to identify potential P150s. Don't say, oh, I want to help a whole bunch of P600. You're a P600 yourself. Just focus right now on just creating P150s. I promise you, if you create enough P150s, somebody gonna go P600. All right. So just focus on helping people bring in 3. How do you do that? By taking them through the whole hour that I just talked about. Start teaching them that. You're not good at teaching them that, then you want to get good at passing them to a leader. If you're a P600 and you're not good at leading people yet, you're not good at telling people, leading people, I ain't gonna say tell them what to do, but getting them directions on what they need to do. Hey, look, George, man, listen, man, I hope you're having a blessed day, right? I got this guy that just got started in my business. His name is Michael. Michael got a lot of potential. I had him watch the imlpresentation.com, and Michael wants to go chairman 10. All right. He wants to go chairman. I told him to make a list of 30. He has his list. I don't know how to show the plan or any of that yet. You know, he's not going to be doing 3 ways with me. I don't know how to close 3 ways, but I want to introduce you to Michael because I feel like this is a guy who can go P150 or higher. All right. I'm going to say, you know what? Cool. Get us on the 3-way. I'm going to start working with Michael. What did you have to do? All you had to do is identify Michael as a person who wants to build the business. How do you know if somebody wants to build the business? I'm going to give you a second to write down what you're writing down. I'm about to tell you this. This is just very important right now for P600s, P1000s, and P2000s and above. This is what I do. This is how I figure out if a person's a builder. All right, this is how you figure out if a person is a builder. It's like I'm prospecting you all over again. You're already in the business, but it's like I'm prospecting you all over again. I'm calling you. I'm like, yo, Zay, what's up, bro? Hey, listen, man, how's everything with trading? You been through the academy? Okay. You got your notes? You took notes? You took notes, bro? All right, cool. It's lit. All right, so have you been on Go Live yet? Who you been listening to? Teacup Lou? Who? That's that dude. Yup. He makes trading so simple. He's lit. All right, so what you doing? You on your demo? You on your live? What you doing? Damn, you made $30? Listen, I know $30 ain't a lot of money, but look, bro, if you can make 30, you can make 300. You can make 300, you can make $3 grand. All right, so keep going, take this serious, bro. That's lit, man. But listen, let me ask you this. Do you feel like 2 streams of income is better than 1? That's my peak question. A new peak question. But this is for somebody who's already a customer, somebody who's already a student. You want to pique their interest on the building side if they don't know what building is already. Because sometimes that person might come to you saying, hey, I want to go chairman. I'm seeing all this talk in the group chat about chairman. They might already know, right? But some people don't know. Some people don't know. So you want to pique the interest of that customer. Pique the interest of that student and see if they potentially want to become a business partner. All right, if they say, you know, I don't think 2 streams of income is better than 1. I don't have more time to do anything else. Are you talking about that building side? No, I'm good on that, bro. Leave them alone. Let them trade. Never force somebody who only wants to trade to become a builder because you'll turn trading off for them. You don't want to do that. Having somebody who's paying their monthly membership and having results trading is just as important as having somebody in your business that can go P1000. I got a few customers that has paid their monthly membership every month for the last year. Shout out Herbert Patton. Herb paid his membership every month. I don't know what he got going on. I know he's making money trading. He ain't tried to build the business yet. But he pays his, he ain't never went inactive. He ain't never tried to get to him free, nothing. And guess what? I'm gonna get a trophy for him for being the longest lasting customer in my business. All right. Boom. Somebody who's just an IBO, I don't know what that means. How could you be an IBO without being a customer? You can't even sign up as an IBO without being a customer in my business. All right. You got to be a product. How are you going to sell something to somebody that you're not even doing? I don't believe in that. Just me personally. But if a person is just an IBO and that's how you run your business, then you just get straight to the imlpresentation.com. What's your goal and all that stuff, right? But boom, you talk to a person, you pique their interest, they say, hell yeah, 2 streams of income is better than 1. What you talking about, bro? Do you have 10 minutes to watch this video? I'm about to send you this link. What link are you sending them? imlpresentation.com. There's 3 videos on there. Might as well tell them watch all 3, but really pay close attention to the second one. And even the third one, because the third video, I love that video. The third video is really like, I still watch that to this day. If anybody comes to my presentations and I do a live presentations, 80% of my presentation, depending on the crowd, is the third video. That's a nugget for the Platinum 1000s, the Platinum 2000s on call. Like, hey, I want to start doing live presentations. Watch that third video on imlpresentation.com. Digest it, apply it in your own life first, and then once it starts working for you, start speaking about it. That's all I did. All right, that's how I got in my bag in presentations. But yeah, imlpresentation.com. After they watch that, you just ask them, hey, did you watch the video? They say yes. I'm like, hey, do you see yourself hitting any of those ranks? Boom, you're gonna know if that person wants to be a builder or not after you ask that. Did you watch the video? You did? Cool. Do you see yourself hitting any of those ranks? You do? Which one? Chairman? Oh shit, we need to be best friends. Let's get to work. All right. Yeah, so as a P600, you might not be the one who's launching them. So what would you suggest? Live presentations. I'm gonna get to that. We got like 15, we got about 20 more minutes. Let me see what time it is. Wipe the side of it. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Thank you. All right, we got a few more minutes. So yeah, you wanna teach them the customer training. Bare minimum. You don't want to have the leader have to do this part. As a P600, you should be able to get them to figure out their dream. As a P600, you should be able to figure out their goal, their overall goal. All right, get the dream and get the goal, the overall goal. As a P600, you should be able to figure out their 30-day goal. All right, as a P600, you should be able to get them to build a small list of 30 names. And then from there, you can either pass them to a leader, or you can tell them, you know, how to do 3 ways with the video, or you can tell them how to, you know, get people on the Zoom call. All right, but if you're not good at explaining all that just yet, you should be able to do those first few things I said, and then just pass them to a leader. All right, you pass me somebody and say, hey, look, this person got their list. They want to hit P600 in the next 30 days. Can you work with them? I'm like, get them on the 3-way call to introduce us. I got it. All right. As a P600, you really want to understand the structure of the business. You want to understand the structure. That's all on imlpresentation.com, the second video, right? You want to understand it's not just to get to P1000, it's 30 people. No, you got to have 12, 12, and 6. All right. You really want to understand that. All right. You want to understand the structure. You want to understand what an NPOM is. Write that word down. NPOM. N-P-O-M. NPOM. All right. NPOM. That means new possibility of momentum. If you're a P600 and you want to get to Platinum 1000 and beyond, you're going to need some NPOM. I mean, you could get to Platinum 1000 without NPOMs, for real, for real. Anointed put in 30 people in 30 days himself. All right? I've seen it. And nobody else bring in nobody. He brought in all 30. I've seen it happen. But it's very hard to get to Platinum 2000 by yourself with nobody else doing anything. I've only seen one person kind of sort of do that, and that's Evan Nicole. She had P2000 in 12 days. I'm just assuming she did pretty much that 90% herself. All right? So you want to be good at identifying NPOMs, new possibility of momentum. You got somebody in the business that got a lot of Instagram followers. You got somebody in the business that has a lot of influence. You got somebody in the business that has a huge why of why this has to work. They don't care how they're making the money. Whether it's coming from trading, building, whatever, they got to make this work. That's a new possibility of momentum. Not it is momentum. This person's going to be the leader. Possibility. You don't know. But you got to be good at identifying that. You also want to start understanding about tap rooting. All right? Tap rooting means getting into other people's networks. Guys, ladies, this is network marketing, not net sit marketing. This ain't net let me think about it marketing. This ain't net I'll get back to it later marketing. This ain't net let me only do half of the shit this guy's telling me to do marketing. This is network marketing. And the reason that most people don't hit the big ranks is because they forget the work part. All right? I did not just look pretty in front of a room and knew how to talk. And that was it. I bust my ass to get to where I'm at. And I'm still working as if I'm a P150 because Chairman 10 is not my goal. I have a lot of people that I got to help. My goal is to create 5 Chairman 10s before the end of this year. We got 1. I need 4 more before December 31st. So we working our ass off. All right. But NPOM is new possibility of momentum. New possibility of momentum. Somebody who might come in your business and blow it up for you, or at least get you to the next level. Because if you're a Platinum 600, you have what, like 4, 4, and 4? You may have 5, 5, and 2, right? You can get away with 5, 5, and 2. But more than likely, you got like 4, 4, and 4. You got to grow to 12, 12, and 6. So you need 8 people more in one leg, 8 people more in another leg, and 2 people in another leg. You got to find some momentum. You don't want to just make it all about you. When you got people on your team that's showing the plan and that's bringing people in, now you're slowly going from self-employed to business owner. Let me just give y'all the vision. If I didn't have no other goals and my goal was only Chairman 10, I'm so far into Chairman 10 right now, I can literally take the rest of the year off and not do a damn thing. And guess what? I'm still getting $10,000 a month because I'd have built a business. All right? I'd have built a business. But because I have way bigger goals than Chairman 10, I'm still in the trenches doing self-employed activity. I'm still in phase 1. I have a business and people joining my business every day that I don't know. There's people bringing people into business and I don't know neither one of them. All right, you want to get it to that level, and you got to start thinking about that as a Platinum 600. But you still want to stay in phase 1. All right, you still want to stay in phase 1. And then as a P600, is 2 audios you want to start learning from. One is, write this down, thechairmanblueprint.com. Thechairmanblueprint.com. That's with our Chairman 50 leader, Riyad Jones. He's breaking down what's an MPOM. He's breaking down tap rooting. He's breaking down the PS3. He's breaking down how to make a list. He's breaking down, I'm new, what do I say? He's breaking down the calendar book training. He's breaking down everything you need to really get this business on and popping for you. All right, so you can just type in the THE, all right, THE, thechairmanblueprint.com. All right, thechairmanblueprint.com. It's all one word. There's no space and nothing. Thechairmanblueprint.com. I see somebody asking a real good question. When people saying it's a pyramid scheme, first off, they're ignorant. They don't know what a real pyramid scheme is. All right, so don't tell them they're ignorant. They just don't know. If you ask me about, I don't know, if I ask my little nephew about, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, he's not going to know what that is. He's going to be like, I don't have a dear Aunt Sally, and that sounds dumb. Because he's ignorant to what that really means. But if you know what please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is, then that's not ignorant to you. You know that's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, add and subtract. All right, you know the order of operations when it's an equation like that. So when somebody say, what is a pyramid? When they say a pyramid scheme, I just play dumb, like, pyramid scheme? What's that? And once they tell me what they think a pyramid scheme is, I'm like, bro, listen, a pyramid scheme, first off, is illegal. I would never do nothing illegal, so please don't disrespect me like that. I don't do anything illegal. I don't associate myself with nothing illegal. I would not bring something to you illegal. Please put a little bit more respect on my name. But I think it's because you don't know what a pyramid scheme actually is. A pyramid scheme is when you're trading money for money. You're getting money from somebody and there's no product, there's no service, there's no nothing. If I said, hey, look, 5 of you guys cash at me $500, I want you to cash at me $500. I want you, just one of you, cash at me $500 and get 5 other people to cash at me $500. If you do that, I'm going to pay you $700. Right? All we did was money. You got some more people to send some money, and you got paid because you got more people to send money. That's a pyramid scheme where it's no real product or no real service. A pyramid scheme could be IML. They only allow people to sign up as IBOs. Nobody's learning how to trade. Nobody's getting a product. Nobody's getting a service. You're only signing up as an IBO. I get volume for that. I get credit for that. And you can go out and find other people that are just IBOs, and we all can get paid for just signing up IBOs. That's a pyramid scheme. In IML, you have to sign up as a customer. You have to get the products. You have to get the services. You have to get the education with learning how to trade. If you do anything with it, that's up to you, but you have to at least pay for that. That's what makes this company not a pyramid scheme. So that's a little bit on how this company is not a pyramid scheme. You don't want to bash somebody for coming at you like that because they just don't know. Some people just simply don't know. So just educate them, inform them, teach them. And if they're still ignorant after that, then you can, get a little crazy with them if you want. Because I just let a person know, like, look, don't even try to let that, bro. I don't do nothing illegal. All right? What if they're from another country? Yeah, absolutely. We got people all over in different countries and stuff. Absolutely. Get them on Zoom, follow the same PS3 system. You might not be able to do 3-way phone calls. You have to do 3-way Zoom calls. All right? That's all we do for people in other countries. You're not trying to run up your phone bill. Just get them on Zoom, get your leader on Zoom, edify, and boom. And sometimes that works a lot better than the phone call. Because if I can show you my condo, I can show you how I'm living, and if I'm talking to you and you can see that I'm serious and I'm not talking to you like a scammer or something, then cool. But yeah, the chairmanblueprint.com, and this is another audio I want to give you before I get to P1000 and P2000, and then we're done. This audio is really the reason I'm a chairman. I'm gonna be honest with you. This audio is not only the reason I'm a chairman, but this audio is also the reason why I was able to pop a chairman. I've listened to this audio more than 10 times. I've took notes on this audio more than 2 or 3 times. The name of this audio is called GoPro. It's on Apple Music. All right. It was on YouTube, but now it's like versions on YouTube that's not good. It's like the camera, but it's an audio. It's called GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Professional Network Marketer. GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Professional Network Marketer. It's by Eric Worre. Eric Worre. Worre is spelled W-O-R-E-E. Boom! Look, Zay's holding up the book right now. Y'all can see that. Somebody said it's on SoundCloud as well. I do believe it is on SoundCloud. All right. 7 Steps to Becoming a Professional Network Marketer. GoPro by Eric Worre. Don't just buy the book. Don't just listen to it one time. I suggest you a P600, listen to it at least twice. Really listen to it 3 times, at least 3 times. Listen to it the first time and just listen to it. Just hear it. Don't take no notes. Don't do nothing. Just hear it from beginning to end. Then listen to it the second time and actually take notes, thorough notes. Then listen to it the third time while you're going through your notes and going over your notes and make sure you didn't miss anything in your notes. So it can help you retain these things. So when certain things are happening, and you're doing the PS3 or you're doing certain things and it's sticky situations and different things are happening that we didn't talk about on this call, you'll know what to do. All right, you'll know what to do. So the chairmanblueprint.com, GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Professional Network Marketer. All right, so let me go through the chat box real quick before we get to P1000 and P2000. All right, we took an hour out and went over everything with becoming a new customer and getting to the first rank. We took another hour out on P150 and P600. We're going to take about 15 minutes if that, to go through P1000 to P2000, because it's just basically me talking at this point, telling you, you know, pretty much what to do. But let me see if we got any questions that I might not have said. Where do I find the presentation slides? All you got to do is ask a leader to email it to you. All the leaders pretty much have them. They're not like on a website or nothing that I know of. We just email them to you. You can send me a message on Instagram. If anybody wants the slides so you can start practicing the presentation, send me a message on Instagram, Millionaire Mccoy on Instagram. Send me a message and I'll email them to you. Just send me your email and say, hey, can you send me the slides? Here's my email. And I'll email them to you. Someone really told me that our company wouldn't survive because we don't have external customers. If our company had less than 80% of customers versus IBOs, then the company will automatically shut down. So we got way more customers than we do IBOs. School is a pyramid scheme. Ignorance is expensive. Education is not. Absolutely. It just depends on what type of education we're talking about. Because some people think, you know, learning about, please excuse my dinner on Sally, is real education. And, you know, maybe an engineer might use that. I don't know, but I've never had to use that. Your boss will never put you in a position to be a boss. Absolutely. Guess what I did? I went chairman 10, and I wasn't, oh, let me go chairman 25 first. I put somebody else in a position to become a chairman 10. So that's the thing about network marketing. This pyramid, it's a pyramid. It's definitely a pyramid. Write that down. This business is a pyramid. It's not a pyramid scheme. All right. It's a pyramid structured business, just like church, just like the government. You know, those things are important. You might not like the government. You might not go to church, but guess what? A lot of people do. All right. Just like every other job, all that stuff is pyramid. But it is a such thing as pyramid schemes. Watch out for them, but this is not one. A lot of people keep saying blah, blah, blah. Damn, y'all had a lot to say about that pyramid scheme stuff. Somebody say y'all should follow me on the gram. Okay. I hope you're taking notes on the call while you're trying to shout out your Instagram. I really do. I want to see everybody blow up. All right. So you wouldn't suggest live presentations until P1000. You could definitely do live presentations as a P600. You could do live presentations as a new customer. All right. A lot of this stuff, what I'm telling you, this isn't in particular order, but this is a good order to do it. But you could start doing P1000 stuff as a, you know, as a new customer if you wanted to. All right, cool. I think, oh, I'm glad I'm glad I just seen something in the group chat. And as a P600, it's a few people you want to start listening to. You want to start getting your mind and flooding your mind with positive people. I've been listening to my mom a lot. She told me money doesn't grow on trees. Lie. She told me money doesn't buy happiness. Lie. I just bought them Christian Dior shoes y'all see me in Atlanta. I was pretty happy buying them. All right. I didn't say, oh man, $1,100. I was happy as hell that I could afford some $1,000 shoes. All right. You just basically want to listen to positive people, right? So you want to listen to people like Bob Proctor. All right, Bob Proctor. You want to listen to people like David Imonite. All right, Imonite is spelled Imointe. You want to listen to people like John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell. You want to listen to people like Riyad Jones, whether it's on YouTube or Monday nights at 10 p.m. every Monday. You want to listen to people like Jim Ron. Please write that down. With the business that we're doing, it's a lot of people on here who's been in the personal development, but you probably haven't been on Jim Ron yet. Jim Ron. All right? Jim Ron. You want to listen to people like Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas yells a lot, right? So if you're a little sensitive, you might not want to go to him, but Eric Thomas, all right? You want to listen to Zig Ziglar, all right? Libby just put the spelling of that in the group chat. Look, some of y'all just looking at me. I hope that y'all know who these people are already. I'm telling you, this is how you get to 10,000 a month. But this is also how you help somebody else get to 10,000 a month. You want to listen to Les Brown. YouTube, Les Brown. You want to read audio, or you want to read or like hear the audio of different things like The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Waddles. Who is that? Oh, Grant Cardone. Definitely Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone on my kids. I ain't even got no kids. Grant Cardone. Look, my Chicago be popping out sometimes. I try to contain it. Grant Cardone. But you want to listen to The Science of Getting Rich. You want to read. If you don't know about this by now, we got a lot of new people on the call. You want to read Think and Grow Rich. All right. You want to read Think and Grow Rich. You want to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yep. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You want to listen to The Cash Flow Quadrant. The Cash Flow Quadrant. It's on YouTube. That's going to help you with your presentation. We can go all day with this. It was somebody a book or something I was thinking of. Who you putting up there? Oh, 48 Laws of Power. Yep. That's a big, that's getting deep, right? That's getting kind of deep for some people. But you definitely developing the leader within you, developing the leader around you. Those are two books for my P1000s and up that David E. Monite told all of us back in December to start listening to. And that's how, that played a huge part of me going chairman. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Look at the chat box. Oh, how can I forget this? How can I forget this? You definitely want to listen to Transformation Church on YouTube. All right? It doesn't matter. If you go to church, perfect. Still listen to Transformation Church. If you don't go to church, awesome. Still listen to Transformation Church. Pastor Michael Todd. All right? And me personally, I'm a little bit older. All right? I'm above 25. I listen to a lot of TD Jakes. TD Jakes. TD Jakes, he knows how to get my ear. Oh, and one last person I'm gonna say after this. One last person, you might want to write this person's name in capital letters. You want to listen to my man, Houghton Bugs. That dude is on another level. Houghton Bugs. Buggs. Houghton Bugs. All right, cool. Oh, shoot. Hold on. So we're about to get ready to wrap up the call, but I have a few nuggets for the P1000s on the call. Or if you want to know what to do as a P1000, I even have a few nuggets for some of these leaders that's on the call right now. Yeah, Houghton Bugs, Cash Cow. Please believe me. That Cash Cow, that thing like 3 hours. That thing gonna get you right. I'm telling you. I used to listen to that every day. Y'all know where I got that from? That Please Believe Me? From Baby Boy. But anyway, that's what Joey Mom said to him in that one scene. But anyway, I've been saying that for years. I can't help it. But Cash Cow. And then it's another training he did where he had on a pink suit. I don't know what's the name of it, but which one you say was deep? The Science of Getting Rich is real deep. You want to listen to The Strangest Secret. That's an audio. The Strangest Secret and the Magic of Believing. All right, The Magic of Believing. Quantum Leap by Mark Yarnell, something like that. I haven't even listened to that yet, but I definitely heard about it a lot. But all right, so people are dropping a lot of good stuff in the chat box. If you want more personal development, just look in the chat box. They're going crazy with it. But I want to finish this call up for sake of this recording. I don't want this recording to be over 2 hours and 30 minutes. And we are at I can't even see my time. We're at 9:11. So boom, we right on schedule. I hope you guys are getting some value from this. I hope you guys are getting some value from all this. I hope somebody on this call is about to go chairman. If you're about to go chairman, if you're getting some, if you're about to go chairman, you're getting some value from this. Just drop some 777s in the chat box real quick, just so I know if I'm even doing a good job. Oh yeah, oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. I'm seeing a lot of Instagram notifications, so I'm guessing, y'all got some good stuff to say about this on the ground too. And this recording will be available first thing in the morning. So P1000s, P2000s, as a P1000, I don't know if I said this, as a P1000, even as a P600, you want to definitely, as a P600, start getting in the mode of practicing the presentation on Zoom. All right? You want to start doing Zoom presentations, start learning the slideshow. You can be who you want behind the Zoom. Guess what? I can be on here talking cash shit, super confident, and be super shy in person. But guess what? If you do so many different Zoom calls, I promise you it's going to build you up. Your confidence is going to start to go up. You're going to feel more comfortable doing the in-person presentation eventually. But guess what? Once you hit P1000, you got to start getting ready to do them in-person presentations, baby. You can't just depend on the Millionaire Mccoy or Riyadh Jones or JBL Dupree or Martez Spearman or Brittany Jack or Jada Steele or Sidney Jones. You just can't depend on somebody else to get you the chairman. Guess what? When I separated from Riyadh, I got from up under Riyadh's wing. I got from up under Chad's wing. I came to San Diego. I was doing presentations already. Don't get it confused. But when I did a presentation with no other leader there, I'm the main person. Everybody came out to see Millionaire Mccoy. When I did my first presentation like that in San Diego, where I was like literally the main person, there was so many people edifying me and there was a room full of people, I got in my bag and I never went back. I got in my bag and I never looked back. And then we was able to smash P5000 and so on and so forth. So you want to become the person in front of the room. As a P1000, you might not start off. You got some P1000s right now that don't know how to show the plan yet, and that's cool. You're hearing it now. You want to start learning how to show the presentation in person. You want to start learning how to show the presentation in person. It's not just getting up there, bringing up the slides, and just sharing the slides. You want to be able to shift people's mindsets. That's why I said as a P600, you got to go through the personal development. You got to start listening to these audios so you can start sharing wealth principles with people. Some people don't realize that they're in a prison. Some people don't think it's nothing wrong with the job. Some people literally think, oh shit, I'm broke. I work every day, I'm broke. What's the solution? Oh, I know. Let me go get a second job. People really think that. Guess what? I was one of those people. I said, damn, I need more money. I want to live better. I'm not trying to do nothing illegal. Let me get 3 jobs. All right? Let me get 3 jobs. I don't have a video of me doing a live presentation, but I'm telling you, before November 1st, there's going to be several videos of me doing live presentations because I just hired the cameraman. All right? But Chad Thompson, if you just type in YouTube, Chad Thompson, he has a really good presentation. He has a really good presentation. He has on like a short sleeve polo shirt. Not polo, a Burberry shirt. It's like a blue button-down polo shirt, a Burberry shirt. He's in San Diego. He's showing the plan. All right, that's a real good presentation. He talks about what job stands for, what poor stands for, then what rich stands for, and one other acronym I can't think. He kind of like breaks it down in perfect order. All right, that was one of the first presentations I used to study. And then IMLpresentation.com. That third video, not the one that tells you, the products and services, not the second video that tells you, how the compensation plan works, but the third video where David talks about mindset. He talks about 97% of people, they work for jobs. All right, 3% of people, they have goals, they have businesses and stuff like that, and faith, and you think about your job all the time. If you get good at talking about that stuff that he talks about in that 15-minute video, if you can talk about that in person, you'll go chairman. All right, so the first person I said was Chad Thompson, C-H-A-D, Chad Thompson, our Chairman 100 leader, if you don't know who that is. All right, the guy who signed up Riyadh. All right, so Chad Thompson. You want to be good at presenting, whether it's presenting in person, whether it's presenting in, you're doing a hotel meeting. It doesn't always have to be a major event, guys. You could do what we like to call, yes, David in yellow pants. David in yellow pants, blue shirt. I'm gonna get me some yellow pants one day. I think I gotta make $1 million to wear yellow pants. I ain't gonna lie. All right, but what I was saying, you could do living room presentations. Guess what? I signed up a person in San Diego. I mean, I have a nice spot here, so I always have people bring people here. But if they can't drive, they can't get there, I'm going to pull up on them, and we're going to do a presentation at their house. It could be 3 people there. It could be 2 people there. Go show the plan for those 2 people. All right? Go show the plan for those 2 people. All right, it could be a napkin presentation, a one-on-one. We could be going out to eat. Guess what? I was at a restaurant last night eating with some of my colleagues, and there was a person at the next table. Guess what? Oh, ain't no paper, ain't no pen, nothing. Let me get a pen from the waitress. Let me get a napkin, and I'm about to write this thing down on the napkin. I'm just going to breeze through it in 10 minutes, everything that we have to offer. What's Forex? $5.3 trillion. Currency trading. Euro versus the yen. US dollar versus peso. You can make money off of this. All right, we got an academy. We got Go Live. We got Harmonic Scanner. We got copy and paste tools like Swipe Trade, Swipe Coin, and Gold Cup. All right, 225. All right, 2 and free. Flip the napkin over. Second part, circles. You get good at drawing circles and building the structure and showing that. Guys, napkin presentations. You should be doing that as a P1000. Still, P1000 definitely identifying potential leaders, not just identifying impoms of people who can go P150, but you want to start identifying leaders and start making sure they're going through personal development. All right? It's some people, look, I got people who brought in other people, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's sometimes I just see something in certain people where it's like, okay, you brought in this person, I'm going to work with this person because I see something in them that's leadership quality. Guess what? I still love you and I'm still going to help you, but I might work with this person a little bit more because 1 is going to benefit you no matter what. So you shouldn't be mad. You about to have a power leg. But 2, I see this person really taking off with this. They already have certain skills, the way they carry themselves. It's just something about, you don't choose the mentor all the time. Sometimes the mentor chooses you. I had to learn that. Because guess what? David Monite wasn't trying to work with me. he wasn't. He didn't even start really acknowledging me until I hit 5,000. But he was working with Riyadh instantly as a P600. He's seeing something in Riyadh. And he was right. Riyadh is that big. Riyadh is that dude. All right. So he was right. All right. I had to develop. I still listen to Chief Keef today. All right. But I was listening to 95% Chief Keef back then. I ain't know nothing about no Bob Proctor. I ain't know how to lead people. All right. I had to develop. Riyadh came with, some of those skills. So you want to be able to identify leaders. That don't mean don't work with your people, but you got to pour into those leaders and try to develop them a little bit faster. Also, as a P1000, trading leaders, people who just want to trade, you got to find some people that just want to trade that are leaders. This is a business. That's important. I see a few people writing that down. That's important. Yeah, it's not a secret. Millionaire Mccoy, I'm not. How many people have seen me do a trading training? Maybe the basics, but I ain't doing trend lines and triangles and supporters. You don't see me doing that because that's not my expertise. I came in this thing to go charity. I didn't want to become a master trading chairman. If you do, perfect. You can definitely do that. I know enough. I definitely know the lingo. I know what's going on. I can draw some trend lines. I can draw some support and resistance. I can maybe even catch 30, 40 pips in a night or two. But that's not my desire to become a master trader at this point, right? Hit Chairman 250, you know, things might change, right? I want to take that 250 to $1 million in a month. That's different. But guess what? Do I have people on my team that's way better traders than me? I have several. I have a lot of them, actually. Some of them I don't even have relationships with. I don't even know them like that. But they sending out signals. They helping people learn trading on the team. So as a P1000, you want to start identifying trading leaders if you're not going to be the trading leader yourself. Guess what? JBL, he was a builder and a trader. He was doing both at the same damn time. And I commend him for that. That's one thing I didn't necessarily do that he did. All right? So if you're that person, then perfect, still find some other trading leaders so you don't have to do everything. You want to treat this like a business. I learned this from Bob Proctor. You want to get used to getting served. All right? You want to get used to getting served. Don't try to do everything. All right? Don't try to do everything yourself. P1000, social media. You know, you definitely want to be on social media a lot now. You want to get on social media a lot. All right, you should be posting damn near every single day. If it's not like directly on your page, right? I don't post on my page every day. I might post on my page once or twice a week. All right, I might post on my page once or twice a week. But guess what? My Instagram story, my story, I stay entertaining on my story. And I try to touch all types of people, whether you're the church-going person, whether you know, the person who still listens to the rap music. Guess what? I still listen to rap music too. I want to show you that I'm not so almighty. All right, I like to show that. All right, you might be more the leader who's more like Riyad Jones. Cool. I'm not Riyad. All right, I do some of the stuff Riyad do, but some stuff, you know, I do that Riyad probably would not do. All right. There's some stuff that Cash the Great does that Riyad would never do, but I relate to some of the stuff that Cash the Great does because we came up very similar. All right, that's just me. But you got to figure out what you are, like, be yourself. All right, be yourself and just be good at being yourself. Social media, we can't entice people, right? They don't want us to just flash cash and show profits all the time. So if you did do that, all I'm going to say is use a disclaimer. All right, but they don't want you doing that. Be careful because they're shutting down people's accounts. All right, so be careful. But educate. It's nothing to go on there and talk about what you just learned from the Bob Proctor video. It's nothing to go on there and just talk about what you just learned from Transformation Church about faith, what you just learned from what Riyad talked about on the Monday night call. Or you can talk about what you just learned from the basics of trading. What if you did a Instagram television video, right? One of the videos that's longer than a minute, and you explain what a take profit and a stop loss is. You know how many people don't know that? Or better yet, you explain what proper risk management is. You explain what a lot size is. Somebody might not send you a DM after the first video, but if they see you do 6 or 7 videos talking about different things that are basic, we're talking about basic stuff. I ain't saying go in there and talk about psychological levels and, you know, breakouts and retests. You know, we're not talking about that. All right, you can, you know, go crazy, but what if you're just talking about the basics? You know how many people who don't know none of that shit? You're the expert. You just get on there and talk about what is Forex and what's a pip. I'm like, damn, this dude must know his stuff. Let me sign up. I want to learn this. And all you did was talk about something you just watched the first 5 videos. You don't even know what you're doing yet. But you learned from the first 5 videos, and now you're going out talking about what you learned. It works. It works. So definitely start leveraging social media because now you want to get into a cold market. All right. Look, my boy Josh, I don't know if he's still on the line, but that dude was posting so many different videos. I didn't even know who Josh was. See, he's on my team. But he grabbed my attention from off the value that he was giving out. And boom, he's about to hit P1000 now. Because he gave out so much value on social media. All right. P1000 and P2000. Like we talk about P2000 now too. All right. So P2000, P1000, there's still P1000 also, but P2000 also, you want to start promoting events. All right. It's one thing doing events yourself. It's a whole nother thing where you can promote events that you're not even going to be at. All right. David E. Monite, he's doing an event in Orlando. You got 2 people that you know in Orlando. Promote that event and get them there. You don't know nobody in Orlando? Get on social media and find somebody in Orlando and get them there. Start promoting events even if you're not at the event. All right? Also, start setting up events in your city with a leader. We got 5 chairmen in Retire Rich right now. 6 if you want to include Chad. All right? Start, hey, listen, bro, look, I'm a P600. I got like 4 people in my city that's on the team that's on the deal. I'm out here in, Washington, D.C. It's about 5 of us on the team. We all hungry. Now, I know we can get about 15 to 20 people in the room, maybe even way more than that, bro. If we were to, set up a flyer and get a venue and everything, would you come out? All right, would you come out? That's what I'm going to say. I'm out there. I'm out there. Asia just said something in the group chat, and Asia's one of the smartest people I know on the team right now, so let me see what she said. Go to the IG search bar and go to places and type in whatever state the event in and connect with new people. All right? Connect with new people just off of using the IG search bar. You could type in whatever state the event is at. You can go to places and type in and search the places. All right. You see Riyadh posted something saying these are all the cities he's going to be at. You need to be plugging people in at all those cities on those dates. All right. And these last 2 things I'm going to talk about, this is really for P2000s. I really want you to think about this. I really want you to hear what I'm about to say. If you're a P2000 on the line, I don't know how many leaders stuck around. I know y'all busy and all that, but I know we got some aspiring P2000. So if you that person who's about to go P2 or higher, I really want you to hear these 2 things. One, as a P2000, your number one job is to focus on the 3 Ps. All right? Focus on the 3 Ps. Production, promotion, and payouts. You want to make sure people are producing. You want to make sure new P150s is popping every day. The foundation of the business is P150. I'm telling you, you create 100 P150s. Somebody's going to go P5000. Somebody's going to go P. You're going to have at least 2 or 3 P2000s. You're going to have a lot of P1000s. So many P600s, you can't even keep count. Production. It all starts with P150. New people means new list. Never look at one person like they're just one person. One person, I just signed up this one person. Guess what? I love using this example. She's basically my sister now, Michaela, out of St. Louis. She got started. All right. I remember exactly where I was at. I was in the airport when I plugged her in. She wasn't so much skeptical. She was just skeptical about what team to join. So I had to do a lot of convincing. And I had to share the vision with her. I had to tell her, like, look, we're gonna make some trading money and you're gonna build. We're gonna get you to platinum, 600. I told her that. She was like, you know what, I'm gonna take your word on it. Woo, woo, woo. She got in. I instantly launched her. Got her to make a list. I launched her. She brought in, her brothers, Fat Chris, my bro. He brought in Jalen, J Money, and brought in Asia. All right. Now, for me just bringing in her and focusing on production, not only just with her, but with the leaders that she brought in. Well, I didn't know they were going to be leaders, but with the people that she brought in, we focused on a lot of production. When you focus on production and it's effective production, money producing activity, just because you're active don't mean it's money producing activity. We focused on money producing activity, Zoom calls, showing the plan, 3-ways, following up, writing down the days people say they're going to get started, following up with them on those days. We focused on that. About a month and a half later, not even a month and a half, about 30 days later, 40 days later at the most, boom. I say about a month and a half, Michaela went P1000. She helped somebody else go P1000, Asia. Jalen went P600. And Chris, who focuses more on the trading side, he still hit P150. Then boom, they seen it work. Now boom, they got another P600, Brandy, another P600 who's not even in their city, William. William got some P150s under him. And it might be some more ranks that I'm not even thinking of right now. Those are the names that's coming to my head. We focused on production. We made sure people got promoted. And now it's people receiving residual checks every Friday. They're Platinum 1000. Do you think they're thinking about quitting the business, or do you think they're thinking about getting to the next level? All right. And guess what? In the last 2 weeks, I haven't been working with them hands-on like I normally have. Guess what they're doing? Because I focused my efforts on them in their first 30 days in the business, help them produce, taught them how to produce, help them get promotions, help them help their people get promoted, and help them get payouts, and help them help their people get payouts. Now they doing a tour. They're going to Atlanta. They in St. Louis, but now they're going to Atlanta to show the plan in Atlanta. They're doing things without me even asking them to do it. They're coming to me saying, hey, I need to learn how to show the plan now. I didn't say, hey, it's time for you to show the plan. They're coming to me now. But it all started because I focused on helping them produce. I focused on them helping them get promoted. I focused on helping them get paid out. That's what production, promotions, and payouts is all about, guys. So please, and it all, don't treat people like numbers. Treat them like family. Like I done met their mom. I done ate real good with their mom because we had a great meal. All right. I done brought Riyadh over there. Riyadh ate over there. We done hung out. We done watched Baby Boy together. We done went out. Like, we rocking. We probably more than likely going to be rocking for years to come, right? Even if this business wasn't around, we'll probably still be cool. All right, so that's what it's all about. But the last thing I want to talk about, especially once you get to that P1000, P2000 position, market share. Market share. Market share. Market share. You do not just want to have a team in Chicago. You don't want to just have a team in St. Petersburg. You don't want to just have a team just in Atlanta, whatever city you're at. Guys, I have a team in San Diego. I got a team in Atlanta. I got a team in Chicago. I got a team in St. Louis. I got a team in Seattle. I got a team in LA. I got a team in Kentucky, Louisville. I got a team in different parts of South Carolina, different parts of North Carolina, Kansas, Philly, Jersey, several parts of Jersey, DC, Virginia, Indiana, Dallas, Houston. Damn, I meant to call Trump and get him on this call. I don't think I'm gonna get him on the record. But I got people all over. That's what you want if you want to go chairman, guys. You want market share. So when I say you see, Chad doing an event in DC, you ain't got nobody in DC, guess what? Find somebody in DC. Guess what? It's an event in London. How many people going to London? How many people go? If you go into London, drop some fives in the chat box. Give me some fives in the chat box. Drop some fives in the chat box. Oh, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. So, boom. The whole squad is going to London. Pretty much the whole squad. Guess what I'm doing? Me thinking like a Chairman 100, and I got this from a Chairman 100 yesterday. I just did an event with Emery Holmes, aka Mr. Banks, on Instagram. He's a Chairman 100, one of the youngest Chairman 100s in the company. Did an event with him yesterday, and he said, "Hey, I'm about to go to London in 2 weeks." I'm like, "Damn, bro, London ain't until February. What you going out there in 2 weeks for?" He says, "It's no point in me going to London just to go celebrate. That doesn't make sense to me. I want to go to London with the London team." He was like, "Even if it's just a P600, I got to have some people that's on my team in London." So he's going out there a couple of months ahead of time to go build his business in London. You don't have the money to go to London? Look, you ain't had the money for a lot of things, and you went out and found it. Guess what? Me and JBL, we didn't have a huge team in Florida at one point. Now we do. Guess what? We couldn't afford a flight. We took a megabus. We took the Greyhound. Guess what? We couldn't even afford to split a hotel room. We didn't have the $80, the $90, $100 to split a hotel room. We slept in some shit called a hostel. You gotta know I ain't making that up if I know what a hostel is. We slept in a hostel. It was like $30 a night, and it was random strangers in there with us in bunk beds. And now we're both Chairman 10s. That's how bad we wanted it. Now guess what? Because I slept in the hostel, now I live in a condo that's like 7 beds a month overlooking the whole San Diego. San Diego, one of the most expensive cities in America. Am I touching somebody right now? You're going to have to get a little bit crazy. You're going to have to put it out on the line. You're going to have to get in some scary situations. Because guess what? I remember vividly when me, Riyadh, and a guy named Gaston who quit, right? Some people going to quit. Are we going to have people that's going to quit? Absolutely. But at the time he was all in, right? It was an event going on in Houston with David. All right, we wanted to get to that event. We could not afford a flight. All right, and separately, we couldn't afford to get our own hotel rooms. So we drove to Houston. We all put in on gas. And we couldn't even afford the event was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We couldn't afford to get the hotel for 3 days. We could only afford 2 of the days. It was either 3 days in the hotel and no food, or 2 days in the hotel and we can at least get some food. So we slept in the car Friday. Y'all sleep in the car, y'all some broken niggas. Call it what you want. But now, Riyadh's a Chairman 50 making over $50,000 to $70,000 a month because of that decision that he did 2 years ago. It's a guy out here named Hussein. They call him Filthy Pips. He's a hell of a trader, right? He's a Platinum 2000 in the business. But this dude, I just found out yesterday, he made 6 figures trading in 1 month. He's been trading for 2.5 years. He made 6 figures trading in 1 month recently. He had on Gucci shoes and everything. I ain't never seen him wear no Gucci shoes. I'm like, bro, you must have got some recent money, huh? I know that ain't from Platinum 2000. you got something else going on, huh? You're like, yeah, I done made 6 figures trading. But how did I know that something was going to happen for him? This man drove all the way from San Diego to Atlanta, Georgia to go to an event. Drove. I wouldn't even do that. I'm not doing that. I'll catch a Greyhound before I drive myself. That's too far for me. All right. But it didn't make sense then. And he didn't get no immediate result right then and there. He didn't get no immediate reward right then and there. But a little less than a year later, all of a sudden, now he's a six-figure trader. You don't sacrifice like that. You don't go out your way and do something crazy like that, and the universe don't reward you. You got to understand, it's a bigger spiritual being that's watching our spirits, that's watching our action. We're not flesh. I'm not this Bulls tattoo. I'm not this 773 tattoo. I love my city, but this is not me. I'm a spiritual being. We don't have spiritual experiences in physical body. We live in a physical body. We have physical experiences, but we're spiritual beings. And it's a bigger spiritual entity that's watching your moves, that's watching your action, that's watching your level of faith. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a high level of faith, guys, to get to that chairman level. So with that being said, I hope and pray for real you guys got value from this call. We started off with about 260 people. We got 121 people left. And I really hope that everybody, it don't matter if you got off early, late, whatever, I hope everybody gets some value from this call. I really, really, really believe, as a matter of fact, I know that this is the opportunity to help everybody become rich and wealthy. It doesn't matter if you hit Chairman 10 in 5 months like Riyadh. It doesn't matter if you hit Chairman 10 in 2 years like me. What if it takes you 5 years? 5 years is going to go by any damn way. It's going to go by anyway. But are you doing something? Are you in a vehicle that can possibly give you the financial desires that you want so you can do the things that you really feel like you're supposed to be on earth doing? I know I ain't supposed to just be on earth working a job and living paycheck to paycheck. I know that. But sometimes it takes working a job to get some of that job income so I can pay my bills, so I can keep clothes on my back, I can take care of my kids, but I can also take a small percentage of that job money and fund my business. And then eventually my business will fund my dreams and I can live my real purpose that God put me on earth for. I don't know about you, I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in the Heavenly Father. Yeah, I listen to cheap, I listen to violent music, sometimes I curse, all that, but I'm very spiritual. My God don't judge me like that. That's just how I was brought up. I can't help it, but I still got a relationship with God, and I feel like that's all that really counts. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not robbing nobody. I'm not trying to get over on people. I try to do my best. Do I fall short? Absolutely. Do I fall short more than others? Probably. But I have a very divine connection with God. As a matter of fact, I was freestyling in the shower, praising God. That's one of the things I do. I be freestyling to God. Just coming up with ways to just praise Him. That's just my creative way of doing it. But I'm going to say some good things out loud about God because I feel like that's more important than everything I talked about on this call. I do. All right, so get to know Him, build faith, maintain your character, work on yourself, learn these skills, and you guys will get what it is that you're looking for. So with that being said, we'll drop this recording in the group chats. God bless you, your family, and your dreams. If you don't follow me, I'm on Instagram at Millionaire Mccoy. Definitely send me a follow, send me a message on there, so I'll follow you back if I'm not following you. But you gotta send me a message, right? Let me know, hey, just send me #RetireRich, and I know you was on the call, and I'll follow you back. And with that being said, guys, we'll see you all at the top, because I truly, truly, truly believe each and every single one of you guys deserve to be there. I love you all. Y'all have a blessed night.